Yeah.
Be a different career for him.
Would that like, let's think about that right now real quick before we jump off it.
Would that affect
Would you pick Ovi if he never won the cup?
I mean,
that conversation would still be so tight. Let's say he has the goals and he's chasing the record still, but he never won the cup. He's just a goal. He's just chasing, personal goals.
That'd be devastating because then his career to me would look selfish.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at here. He has one cup. Like, late in his career, he's been selfish.
Yeah.
Hate to say it. I love it.
In the office, bro. Clocked in.
Exactly.
This is the Men Behind the Mitts podcast. Hosted by Big J. And now, here's your favorite Buttes.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 46 from Men Behind the Mitts. We're back at it, coming fresh off of Easter. Silk, it's good to see you, man. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. How are you? How was your holiday? How you been?
Man, this weekend was so needed. I worked some OT, but Sunday was real nice. Me and you were texting a little bit Easter morning, and it was like, and we were texting early, like 7 a.m. I think, or something like that. And I wanted to tell you about it. I'm just going to bull rush you with all these emotions. Like you told me, like, we were talking about something and you were just like, hey man, stay positive, have a great day. And I was like, it's so early. It's funny because in my head, I was like, well, I'm going to have a good day, of course. But it was just the fact that you were like, have a good day and like stay positive. And I was like, yeah, man, we're going to have a good fucking day today. Like, we're going to have a good day. And like, my girl was over, dog was over. And my dog loves to get up early and go outside. So we're out back and I'm just like, it's a little bit chilly. I have a cup of coffee out there with the dog. And I'm just like, look at the house. And I'm just like, man, I was like, there's so much to be thankful for just already. Like, why, like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't mean already, but I meant like all the time.
Yeah.
Like, like there's so much to be thankful for. And I was just like, yeah, man, I was like, and the sun rises in the front of my house. So I got this like dope picture of the sun, like coming over the front and like man, it's beautiful. And I was like, man, I was like, we're blessed, dude. I'm just so blessed to just be where I am and have the people in my life. You know what I mean? And like, you started like, and you just helped kick off all that feeling. You know what I mean? So it was just a really good morning. And like, we had a really good day. I got to see my parents and then we went over to her parents and it was real nice. We had lunch and dinner, two killer meals, just put the hammer down, the absolute hammer.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, getting to talk to everyone, catch up with my mom, cause we've just been busy. And then, with they got their vaccine. So we're still a little weary with the whole COVID stuff, but yeah, man, it's just really good to see the family and to catch up. And then, not to steal, you're gonna get a word in here eventually. I'm sorry, but it was that. And then like doing live with you and Denim, man. That was like the cherry on top. Like that was like right in the middle of my day. Like we had just eaten and like we were just kind of like hanging out. And then we went on live from Men Behind the Mitts for the Cavs game. And like just seeing like you look so happy and like Stevie was so happy and Stevie's mom jumped in on the live. Like she was like, hey, and I love Miss K's the shit. Like she's so cool, man. And like just seeing her happy. And I was like, man, this is such a great day. Like everyone's having, like, I hope everyone I don't care what you celebrate or anything. I just hope everyone it's just a good reason to see family. Like it's what more excuse do we need, So it was just really, for me, I was just like, man, I hope everyone had a good day today. Like I know there's a lot of shit going on, but I just hope everyone got to feel what I felt just for a minute, It was a good day.
I dig it.
It was a good day. How was your day, man?
My Easter Sunday was chill. It was all about little man, as always. So dyed some eggs, made some Easter
so
cookies.
Exciting.
Yeah, we did an Easter egg hunt and got him a little basket and all that shit. So yeah, the works, the typical, kid shit with him. And then I was chill all day, man. I was just didn't worry or stress about anything. I was just enjoying everything in the moment,
Yeah.
Like my mom and her mom were blowing me up about pictures, and I'm like, I didn't take any. I didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't think to grab my phone. I was so in the moment, and that's me all the time. Like, people are like, you don't have any pictures. You don't have that many pictures of Cameron. I don't care. I'm with him.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm here. I'm not on my phone while doing something with him ever. Like,
right.
So it's a win and a loss.
Yeah. I literally thought that because I was like, I didn't take a picture of my mom. Like, I
Yeah.
was like, we didn't take a picture of my mom or my dad. Like, thank God Jessica was there at at Laura's house because like she's got the camera ready. So like we had pictures. We did a little Easter egg hunt over there. Was our
Cool.
Laura's mom hid wine bottles with eggs on top. It was
That's
dope,
cool.
bro. So like we had to find wine bottles in the yard. So like that was cool. That's not the same thing. I was like, damn, I didn't take any pictures or get any pictures of like just the day. Like I had the one picture in the morning just because I was outside with the dogs. So I was like, hey, look at this picture. But like other than that, I was just like you said, I was just in the moment of like being with everybody. And I know at one point I was like, I like hammered some wine and I got a little wine drunk at dinner. Like I put like 4 glasses down real quick, and I remember just sitting there at the dining room table, like everyone's talking after dinner, and I'm just like, oh boy, I'm like, hold it together. I was like a full head rush wine drunk. I was a silly goose. Yeah,
that could have been bad.
Yeah, felt good this morning, but yeah, I definitely hammered just some wine quick. You know how it gets with that wine.
Caught me too, Easter. I was drinking White Claws pregame, and then dinner we had red wine, and yeah. It got me good. Yeah, I started getting sweaty. I had to take off a shirt and layer.
Yeah, bro. I was warm. When my ears get warm, I was like, oh boy.
Your ears?
Yeah, bro. I'm like, oh, got the telltale signs now. I'm like, oh, getting a little buzzed.
That's hilarious, yo.
Yeah, getting older is like cool, man. Like I talked about this with someone else the other day. I was just like, dude, just the little things of getting older. I was like, it's just so wild and cool, man. I don't know what it is.
So you're enjoying getting old?
I'm enjoying just my life. Mm-hmm. Like it's crazy, man. Like I try to talk to me and my buddy. Well, this kid I work with, he's 21. So it's like, you get paired with people that work. Like I work with guys that are 50 and I work with guys that are 20. And then, I got guys that are my age, but like I talked to this 21-year-old and I'm just like hearing life from like his point of view. And I'm like, yeah, man. Like, I'm trying not to be that guy. I'm like, well, just strap in, bud. It only gets better. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, man, the bills. I'm like, yeah, talk about bills, bro. Like, they never go away. If anything, they just get, the older you get, the more you get. Like, it's
more of them.
Yeah, it's just wild, man. So, and just like listening to like him talking, like, well, it's just funny. And I just grown to appreciate it. Like, it's wild, dude. And it seems, I don't know, time it seems to be flying by. I know, like I'm not the only one who feels like that, but it feels like, dude, it's April. Like it's April. And I still forget to wear a mask everywhere I go. I still forget to bring my mask. And it's a year and a year later.
Well, didn't they say the Earth is starting to spin faster now or something? So our days
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I'm just saying, you never know.
The world is spinning faster.
That's what I saw this article the other day, and it was saying something how the Earth was obviously expected to start slowing down eventually, but they're starting to see signs that where it might be on an incline.
Well, see, I knew
days will be real short.
See, I knew about the axis was changing. That's why the weather has been so bad. Like the axis is shifting, so our rotation point is shifting. Mm-hmm. I didn't know about it speeding up though. That seems crazy.
I don't know. But I haven't looked into any of it, so do not quote me on it. Yeah.
Well, man, we can't jump into conspiracies already. But no, there's an old one that said, I think it was in 2008 or whatever. Like it's old. I haven't read it in a long time, but it was a good like form about how time has been like in fast speed since 2008. Like there was something that happened and like, I don't know. It's weird. Like something about the world really ended, but it didn't. I don't know. We should maybe cut this out because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm very interested in this because I've heard someone say that before, that we're living in an alternate reality, like a simulation.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's something along the lines where like the Earth really ended in 2008, but we're being kept alive through something I can't remember how, and that's why people, especially like older people, like because a lot of people think that like, oh, it's 30 years ago. We think 1970. Like, you know what I mean? Like people still think that like, oh, 30 years ago. No, bro, like 30 years ago was 1990. Yeah. 1970s, 50 years ago. So it's like it was a good breakdown of like how your brain, like why your brain works like that. It's because we're really stuck. Like we're really stuck in 2008. Like that's why we feel like this. Like that's why we feel like and things are coming around so much faster. Like fanny packs. Remember when fanny packs came back and people ran around their fucking chest instead of their waist?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like everything just gets recycled and reused because the the simulation can't find anything new. So it's like just reusing old stuff. It's deep, man. This is crazy. This is wild.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it again. It's definitely on Reddit somewhere. I know that for sure. But yeah, I've read on multiple. I think I've read multiple different breakdowns of that. Like people have done.
I think it's fair to say also, even if it's not a simulation, it's still possible that could be happening just to the fact that we're not advancing because our priorities have changed. Instead of thinking about what's next and growing as humanity, we're, fighting each other over race and religion and politics. We're not coming to the, we're not working towards something.
Have me and you talked about it on an epi where it's where we talk about how like you think about like the 1950s, the 1940s, 1960s, just that era where doctors were like, smoking is good for you. You know what I mean? Like everyone should smoke.
Asbestos and shit.
Yeah, like so. Oh shit, where was I going with this? I just lost it. Oh, do you think that obviously humans now just and society is more intelligent now than we were in 1950, or were we more intelligent in 1950? We just didn't worry about, like, we didn't have so many things to worry about. Like, do you think people were better and excelling at things in 1950 than they are now because of what, like, you know what I mean? Like, do those people, if we brought them here today, they wouldn't have half the capacity to understand what was going on, like the internet, you know what I mean? Like just how much the internet has changed the world.
Yeah, but at the same time, they could jump right into society and work a 9 to 5.
Right. Or could,
go to work and come home.
In a factory, maybe, like in a factory.
Yeah, I guess nothing on a computer, but like,
yeah,
working on cars, they could all day.
But like, imagine, so
really.
Right. So then imagine, so much has changed. So then, like, imagine if you were dropped like in 1950, like you would be like, what the fuck? Like no one worries about anything. Like there's, like, remember, like that's how you found people, was like whose bikes were in front of whose house or whose car was at the bar. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Or the lights came on, you were home. I mean, that was still a rule for me in the 90s. The street lights came on, we had to be home. But like that was, like that's
so funny to talk about that too. That kind of stems on a subject me and my chick were talking about, and I was like, rock and roll and comedy are dead. Like, what I mean by that, as far as them being related, is like it were different times, right? Different generation of people. Like you can't have that 1990s, late 80s style comedy now because people's feelings would get hurt. Rock and roll, rock and roll is dead because everyone listens to fucking, you know what I'm saying, rap.
Yeah.
It's like there's no fucking Metallica of our times.
Like, yeah, there's no bands. Like bands are not revered. Like bands are kind of like
a DJ era. It's
exactly. It's electronic. Everything's electronic. But as far as comedy though, like that's the only thing I'll disagree on, because people now, like there's some people like Andrew, what the fuck's his name? I can't remember his last name. But then there's another guy like Santino and like Rogan and like Segura. Like those guys, like they're pretty set. Like Bill Burr. Like when he did that SNL stuff, like they tried to cancel Bill Burr. And Burr was like, "No,
guys have been around." That's what I'm getting at. Like, you know.
Oh, so you're saying just new, like just anyone new?
Yeah, we're not getting like, exactly. We're not getting fresh shit anymore.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird, man. We're in a time where like, because I mean, I still listen to hair bands. Like my mom, like that's what I was raised on, was like Metallica and like just everything back then. And I listen to like summer 90s all the time, like at work, because I'm like, what can I put on that everyone knows? Like, just, it's not going to be offensive to anybody. Like you can't put on rap at work. Like I can't have that on. I can't listen to like ABR. It's too disturbing. Like it's just metal. And then like, it's like, oh, I'll just put on, and I can't stand country. Like, I'm not going to lie. I can't do country unless I'm like outside, having a beer, or someone else has it on. I don't mind it, but I can't put that shit on. So like, I usually land on like 90s or 80s summer jams is like what I put it on. And it's always like White Snake, like Twisted Sister. And like everyone knows those songs because I feel like that's what our generation was raised on by our parents. Like in the 90s, like my mom was playing Nirvana, like in the house, It's like, that's what I heard when I was like, yeah, like this is, you know what I mean? So like, that's what we were raised on. It's just so different. Like, and you're right. Like we don't have anything, and everything now is like one-hit wonders, like people are in and they're out.
Yeah. And there's so much access to so much talent. It's not appreciated either for longevity. It's like we have all these.
It's so saturated, right?
Yeah. We have all these singing shows. We have all these people that have their own YouTubes where they sing, and SoundCloud, thanks to SoundCloud and Instagram, they're able to get in front of a camera and be attractive and sing and get fans that way without even ever having a record deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah,
they're
definitely,
famous.
definitely
Like there's, that's what I'm like. We've talked about that as well. Like you almost don't even need Hollywood or like New York anymore. All you need is a phone.
Yeah.
You get a phone, you're funny on TikTok, or if you're a really good singer and TikTok dancer, like, dude, these people, that's how this stuff is changing people's lives. It's so crazy. Like, it's like, what is going on here?
Too. Now that I'm thinking about it, everything's getting fucking done. Like movies are getting like,
yeah, they're out, bro. So out of
shit.
titles.
Yeah, dude. The new movies that come out suck.
Yeah,
they really do, bro. There's been no good movies. Like, what the fuck?
But is that because like we can't, our attention spans are so short? Like, how do you even make a movie for a person, like for an audience attention spans who's like 3 seconds? The only movies that, in my mind, that
I just got done
now,
watching every single Marvel movie in.
This is what I was getting ready to say. The only movies that hold attention, or in my mind, that I even want to see, are legit superhero movies, Marvel's, Avengers, or like bring back I got a soft spot for Lord of the Rings, bro. Like Lord of the Rings, like that.
Me and my
trilogy.
chick, we're gonna start Hobbit as our next series.
Yeah, like that. Like those movies are so like I will hang in there for a story like that, you know. But like all these other movies, like they're useless, man. Like there's like the Mighty Ducks shit, like that is.
Did you watch that yet?
I watched the previews. I was like, I can't.
I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it.
I can't.
Why can't we get like a Friday Night Lights, but fucking
for hockey?
Yeah, junior team in Canada or something, or a semi-pro team in the States, like something, you know, a little HBO feel to it. So there's profanity and
like follow exactly. I don't even care what level of hockey. Just like show us something.
Hockey gets no fucking love when it comes to movies. They're either super fucking corny or like my greatest movie of all time, Miracle, or super like, you know, like Disney-esque.
Yeah.
There's no like raw, like you have Goon, but that's more of a comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, Mystery Alaska. Actually, Mystery Alaska is the only one. I think that's fair to say that's like a good hockey movie.
Slapshot's pretty good. I'm a big fan of Slapshot.
Yeah, Slapshot. But Youngblood.
But they're so old.
Like that's what I mean. There's so much potential. Like why? We're trying to grow the game in the NHL. The NHL should be investing in fucking movies being made and shit. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Like or gotta grow the game of hockey. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like it makes no sense that hockey gets no good movies or TV series or any of that shit.
And I don't know. We talked about it before. I know we talked about it the last episode with the boys too. But I feel like the hockey moving to ESPN, I feel like it's either going to help or hurt. And in my eyes, right now, it's going to hurt us. Like, especially if they're getting rid of the network, like who knows what's really going on yet, you know? So it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like you're right. The NHL doesn't get much love on ESPN, on anything like that. We don't get much, like this. We're not in the top 10. Like this, every goal's a top 10 goal. Like, what do you mean?
Like NBC Sports, and I went to go to hockey, and it wasn't even like teams had pages before I got to hockey. Like what? It was like fucking football, basketball, baseball, soccer, Notre Dame. Like what? What do you mean?
What?
Notre Dame?
How is soccer in front of? Well, I get it because it's the demographic. Because soccer is a world sport.
Yeah, when you think about soccer, but
like
but hockey should be on the same page. You have fucking so many.
I would say
hockey.
If you compare it like to world ranking, I bet you the NFL isn't even important outside of America.
But I think there's so many Americans that watch it, though. It could be close.
Yeah, well, that's because of everything. It control. They have a whole day of the week locked down. Sunday.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
Isn't that crazy,
dude?
They own Sunday. You can't think about Sunday without thinking about football. Even if you don't like football, you know that they're like, that's
it's crazy, dude.
And other sports have tried to do it. Well, I think it's fair to say Saturday night in hockey, hockey night in Canada, Saturday.
To people like us, but that's college day to a lot of people.
Yeah, college football.
College football.
I do like, if I'm gonna watch football, I like watching college football.
I'm just not. I mean, I appreciate the game. Like I appreciate the game and how hard it is, but it's just not for me anymore. Like I feel like it's just ruined. I don't know, not ruined, but I'm just over it, I guess.
I get it. I haven't watched NFL in 2 years.
Yeah, I haven't. No, I don't know nothing. People try to talk to me at work. I'm like, yeah, like they tackle them hard. Like,
and then you start hearing about all the shit they're doing that's like political, and then changing names. And it's just like,
it's just too much,
like, dude. I just want to watch the sport of football.
Yeah,
with the best athletes that play it. That's it. Like,
yeah, I get it. Like, I understand that's their job, but it's also for normal people, it's an escape.
Yeah,
you know, like
it's a passion. You know, I can't play anymore, so I watch this. Is my favorite team I watch. You know.
Yep. It's tough, man. But shit, let's stick to hockey. Let's jump into this. Let's jump into the NHL,
yeah, let's
man.
go around the divisions. Yeah.
I can't believe we got so. I was like, we're no way we're doing a conspiracy 10 minutes in. I was like, that's got to be the fastest we've ever. Yeah, that's got to be the fastest one we've ever done.
Yeah, well, we kept it short because I'm still intrigued. I want to keep talking about it.
Yeah, we'll do some digging. We'll bring that back up for sure. Yeah. But you want to start with the North?
Yeah, let's start with the North, bro. How about fucking the Toronto Maple Leafs sitting at 53 points, 25-10. They're a plus 30. Unreal. Like, right? I mean, what I know we questioned
this team.
Yeah, I know we were questioning the division, but even now they're making a run for the president. So that's the entire league, you know?
Matthews just netting 25 goals on the season so far. I mean, this kid, you talk, I mean, man, we're both such big Matthews fans, dude. To see him to really just coming into stride right now, it's awesome. I enjoy watching him play, dude. I really do.
And it's on both sides of the it's on both sides of this game offensively. He's got 19 assists. I think he's only person with more points than him is fucking Money Mitch Marner, 47. But Matthews is at 44. Like, that's deadly. That's Edmonton, McDavid, Draisaitl, 50 and 60. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's deadly. And then, you know, going back to goals for Toronto, you got Nylander up there with Marner and second and third with 13 compared to Matthews 25. Like, that lets you know where Matthews is at, and it also lets you know where the Toronto Maple Leafs are at, that you got Mitch Marner and Nylander, your top 3 goal scorers. That's deadly. That's fucking deadly.
Yeah, Nylander too. That's someone we've talked about where it's like he seems like an underappreciated player, you know, and to be filling that role. I mean, he's got 13 goals, 15 assists, 28 points on the season, plus 9. I mean, he's having a hell of a season, man.
Yeah. I also want to touch on, before, I know we don't want to stay too long on the Maple Leafs here, but fucking goaltending, right? 8-0.
Freddie.
Jack Campbell's 8-0. Yeah, at a .951 save percentage and 1.35 goals against average. That's huge. I think that's a key role player.
I was gonna say that's got to be top. That's got to be top in the NHL. I mean, that's no losses with that goal of, especially in the league today. I mean, to have a 1 point anything in a goals against is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Who is the top goals against average?
And Freddie too, man. Freddie's been he's been battling this season. 13 wins, 8 losses, 2 overtime losses, goals against 2.91. I mean, he's been battling this season as well. And I think Freddie's really, shown out for the boys.
Yeah, sorry, man. Looks like I can't find the stats. That sucks.
All good.
Going down the standings, though, back in the North is Edmonton, right on their ass at 47 points. They're tied with Winnipeg. And then below them is the Montreal Canadiens, looking to make a push. And then under them, we have the Vancouver Canucks. Montreal starting to look good. Anderson's a stud out there. Corey, you know, they're looking good. Suzuki's got to keep it coming. They're starting to get things turned around since getting a new head coach.
It's funny that someone, remember in one of the lives, someone asked about Suzuki, and now look at it's funny how little things like that now they're just trending up right now. You know, and it's good to see that team. That was a bubble team. You know, like in the beginning of the season, they were riding that 4th, 5th, 6th line, you know, down there in the standings, and to see them back up in 4th, man, it's a good position for them.
Yeah, definitely. And then right there on the line under them, fighting for a spot, but aren't playing any hockey right now, is the Vancouver Canucks. They've had so many people from their team and staff diagnosed with COVID right now. Like, they're just not even playing. It's what, the 4th today? What's today? The 5th.
Yeah,
their next 5th. They haven't played. Their next game isn't even until the 8th. They just postponed games as of today. Yeah, bro. So Vancouver hasn't played since last Wednesday.
Any confirmed cases, or just all quarantine and BS right now?
I think it's all just quarantine. No confirmed cases.
Man, that's so crazy. The whole team gets off. Crazy.
Yep, it is. It's real crazy, but we'll see what happens there. We thought it was going to work magic for Dallas down in Central, giving them a break, but
yeah, they're still hanging down low there. Man, I talked about Ottawa last time. We talked about the North Division, man. I want to see Ottawa do so well.
Chuck just fought Weber, dude. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that or not. The kid stood in there and threw punches. Absolutely. He wasn't a jerk fest. Man, he leads the NHL in shots attempt. Like, he'll shoot from anywhere. He doesn't care.
I'm a fan of Brady, dude. He's been growing on me. I wasn't such a big fan of the Chuck brothers at first, but man, watching Brady's gameplay, and he's got the A on his chest, and he really play? He's a good leader. He's a good leader, and he's a guy who's going to have everyone's back, and I think, and with Stutzel living with him, I love the bromance, bro. Those guys on the ice.
That's good.
That's my second favorite bromance to Oshie and Wilson. Like, that's my second favorite bromance for sure. And to see them, I want Ottawa to have more. I know they got to rebuild or whatever, but with Stutzel, climbing the ladder, and you got Tkachuk leading the boys like that, I'm excited for the future of that team. And I was not an Ottawa fan only because of Eriksson. So Carl, what's his name? Was that Carl Eriksson? No, I'm tripping.
Who?
Alfredson. No. He went to San Jose.
Long hair. Oh, Eriksson.
Yeah, I said Eriksson. Was it not? His first name's not Carlson. Carl. My name's Steve, not Carl.
I didn't know. I thought you said. I heard. I'm sorry. It's Eric Carlson.
Clip it out.
I was thinking Johnny Boy. Always first when I hear Carlson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, wait. Did I say Eric Carlson?
Yeah, that's what I think I said.
Bro, why am I having a brain fart right now with this San Jose squad?
Because I'm bad because I'm the one. I bet you it's Eric Carlson. I'm the one who second guesses everything. And it probably is him. He was traded to San Jose from Ottawa.
Yeah.
What did I say, Carl?
I don't know. That's why I was like so confused. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, let me check this roster, bro.
Oh my God. Hold on. Now I gotta know.
No, it's wrong.
It's wrong. Yeah, it is Eric Carlson, bro. Numero 10.
Yeah, okay.
What was I saying?
I hate that.
I said Carl Eriksson.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, how did this go wrong? How did I get confused? I'm usually good with this shit.
So whack. Yeah.
You fucked me up.
His name was Robert Paulson. His name is Eric Carlson, and I was saying Carl Eriksson.
Oh, fuck it. Hey, bud. That was like, that's what it's like to do acid, folks, right there. You just get lost in the fucking loop.
Like, I want you guys to understand, like, that's what happens to my brain.
Wow.
Like, imagine trying to be me, like Carl Eriksson.
Carl Eriksson. You know Carl Eriksson, right?
Yeah. I was really like, he looks
player.
like a pirate, long, shitty hair, dumb mustache.
I would have thought Burns before that.
That's hilarious.
With the pirate.
Carl.
The pirate.
I almost did it again. Eric Carlson.
Eric Carlson. All right, let's jump out west. Let's jump out west.
We got to name this episode Carl Eriksson.
Carl Eriksson. People be like, who the fuck is Carl Eriksson?
Oh, jumping out west, man. Another scary division. You know who I'm not scared of? Las Vegas.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Yeah, but Colorado coming out hot. 54 points, man. 37 games played, 25 wins. I didn't know if you or me were going.
You're going. This is the West. I just did the North. You take the lead.
No,
Mac just got a fine. You saw it through the helmet.
Yeah. Dude, I loved it. Gabriel deserved it because Gabriel came in hot with 2 high hits. Like, if you review the play, I'm glad we jumped onto this right away because, number one, a player like McKinnon, you've got to protect. So when Gabriel comes in throwing 2, he missed on 2 headshots. Like, he tried to hit him twice in his head.
Mm-hmm.
And he obviously McKinnon saw it, acknowledged it, got out of the way, and then just rode him like just rode him. He put a saddle on him, is what my mom used to say back in the day. Put a saddle on him, just ride him on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he did. And then what the icing on the cake, other players come in and break it up. McKinnon grabs his helmet and just softballs it right into his mouth.
Here you go. You drop this.
Yeah, fuck. So great, dude. I was losing my mind over that.
I missed it. I forgot to bring it up when we were talking about the North. McDavid caught a fine too. Fucking elbowing.
Yep. Yeah, I saw he did come in high on that one for sure.
That was out of frustration.
Yeah.
Trying to get something going to play before. You could tell.
Yeah, young mistake. Shouldn't have. That's dangerous too.
Not excusable. No, for sure.
Especially with how fast a guy like McDavid moves. Like that, an elbow like that can really do some damage. But
and he's
Colorado,
not short either. He's a tall dude. So
yeah, exactly.
Elbow's floating high.
Yeah, and I mean he's one of the best athletes on the ice. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful of a guy like that. But Colorado hanging in there, man. And McKinnon not even leading the goals. Obviously, we got Mikko Rantanen having a season in Colorado, 21 goals on the season. Jonas Donskey. Wait, how do I say his name? Donskey,
I'm not playing this game with you anymore.
Yeah, no, man. And Landeskog having a hell of a season, 14 goals there as well. I'm hoping they can hold on to it, man. I'm really hoping the Avalanche can hang on because I'd like to see them in that number one spot over Vegas. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just not a Vegas fan. I hate on Vegas so hard. I don't know why.
I do too. It's because we beat them for the cup. Natural rivals. They were contending the cup for us.
Yeah.
And I know people are like, oh, well, you won. Why would you hate them? Because there was a chance we weren't going to, and it would have been.
Yeah.
And they have Ryan Reeves.
And they have retro reverse jerseys, and they've been in the league for 3 years.
And they're red.
And they're red.
Get off our dicks.
Just riding. They must put them on and be like, we lost to this team. Playoffs.
Anyways, coming up, though, in third.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Man, they've been fun to watch. Their youth, Glossman, Kiprusoff, and Greenway out there look so good. I love the addition of Zuccarello. Fiala's a stud. They have so much depth as far as like youth. It's unreal. I really like this team. They're fun to watch.
Yeah, man. Kirill Kiprusoff, dude, watching him with the puck, watching him skate, the way he creates so much space. He's so fast. His feet don't it's like he's a classic version of you. You don't stop moving your feet like him and McDavid. Like you get the puck in the zone, you make them chase you. It's because when you coast, that's how you get caught.
Mm-hmm.
He just makes them chase him, and then when someone else bites, someone else is out of position, and he takes advantage of it. I enjoy, like you said, this is a fun team to watch right now.
Great goaltending right now out of Cam Talbot, 11-5 with a .928 save percentage, and then Capo Kakinen too, also 12-6 with a .920 save percentage. That's great. That's a great pairing right there.
Yeah, and Kakinen, that's a great pairing for Kakinen coming up under someone like Cam Talbot. He's been around the league. He's 33 now, seen plenty of games, and for him to pass on that little bit of knowledge, to Kakinen, and they're not really going, 2-for-2 split here, but I mean they are sharing the ice pretty well. So I mean it's a good opportunity for him to keep learning and keep progressing.
100%. And then you got Arizona, surprisingly, fourth, fighting for that playoff spot, knocking St. Louis Blues out in fifth. That's interesting.
Can we talk about Phil the Thrill Kessel?
Yeah, I just got
leading Arizona. Yeah, the Hattie, 15 goals out here. I love, there's nothing better than I love. There's something about Phil Kessel and his hot dogs and his soda pops. I love that guy. I just absolutely love that guy.
Yeah,
he looks like an average guy in the NHL.
Why. Yeah, he's like balding, got the ring going on. He's got a gut. He's pasty white.
He wears
does not look jeans. Athletic at all. Man. No sense of style.
He's an absolute beaut though. Like on the ice, he's like, what is this? Like this is a guy who shows up and he's like a ringer in beer league. Like it's watching Phil's great though, dude. Yeah. I can't get over them.
Who's after them?
Let's see. I was still looking at.
Yeah. The year they won the cup, they were in last, so I don't think they're going to be stressing fifth, but definitely didn't expect them to get overtaken by Arizona, especially so late in the season here. It's really time to knuckle the fuck up.
Yeah, St. Louis, and they're split, man. They're 16-15 on the year, and they haven't had an outstanding year, and it's almost like they were looking at making another push here.
And the funny part is they're tied with San Jose.
Yeah.
What? San Jose? I haven't even been able to watch their games, like just because I'm not entertained.
Right.
Wow.
I don't know, especially with them signing Jordan Binnington this year too. Didn't they spend a lot of money on Binnington? And that was after his meltdown. I think they signed him for 6 years. I think. Not 100% sure on it, but I'm pretty sure
Binnington
they did.
Just got signed for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's wild.
I like LA too. They're making a push. They're still towards the bottom, but they're at 34. They're only 2 games out from the fifth spot. I'm making a push for that number 4. So I like it. They've had some great plays. Asanimu from
Asanimu.
Yeah, from Detroit. I like that. He was in Edmonton too.
I'm not doing this again.
I'm not doing this again.
You just immediately cut it.
Yep. You already know that. You want to touch on the Central now?
Let's not forget about Anaheim down there. Anaheim's practically out of it. 29 points, but getting to watch Trevor Zegras on the ice, that kid is talented, man. He's got
Jamie
a bright
Drysdale
future
from Team USA as well.
Yep.
Yeah, they're going to be doing some things. Zegras was actually a healthy scratch one night, which made no sense. Like, why the fuck are you going to call him up and scratch him? But whatever. Hopefully Anaheim figures it out. I don't know if they'll make any moves this year as far as on the trade deadline to get things going. But, I mean, it's not over to the Fat Lady Sings, but 29 points. They're almost.
They're hurting.
They're what, 11 points out from 41, Arizona?
Yeah. It's going to take
Arizona's
a lot.
at 41. I thought they were 46. So, yeah, 41. So, toughy.
I'm just looking at points. You got Detroit at 29 points, Detroit at 31 points, Anaheim at 29, Buffalo at 22, and Ottawa at 30. Oof, man.
Yeah,
but,
it's bad. But when you go towards the top, it's 56 Florida. You got 54 Colorado, 54 Tampa, 54 Washington, 53 Carolina. In the top 5 are 3 Central teams. No North teams. It's the West and the East, and then bottom 5 in the top 10. Islanders, Vegas, Pittsburgh, Minnesota. Only one team from the North.
I was sleeping.
Team.
It's crazy because we were talking about it. I was sleeping on the Central Division. I was really putting my eggs in the basket for the West. And
disgusting.
Like we were talking about Florida, man, watching them play, they've got the game of hockey figured out at the moment, dude. Those boys are
nasty
injury. Oh, to Ekblad?
Yeah, dude, Ekblad. That was
Ekblad, sorry.
Hard to watch.
Yeah.
But on a positive side, they should free up some cap space, and they're playing well, so maybe they can make a big signing at the deadline. Maybe, who knows what happens. But I expect them to go deep in the playoffs. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely, man. It was a pretty painful injury to watch for sure, and he's going to have a road to recovery, definitely. But man, talking about this Panthers team real fast: Huberdeau, Barkov, Verhey, dude, 17, 14 goals. I mean, this Patrick Hornquist,
Huberdeau, 12 goals, fucking 42 points this season. Huberdeau is
the
most underrated player ever, dude. He's so slept on, and then Barkov, 40 points. Oh, nasty. Both those guys, I feel like, are slept on.
Yeah. Oh, big. I don't know how Barkov is because, I mean, that guy is absolutely nasty. His hands are insane. His IQ, his shootout. Oh, man. That's a guy.
King of shootouts. Right after Datsuk, it's Barkov.
Yeah. I agree. And you got.
Oh, that's actually a good question. Barkov, Datsuk, Kane. You taking those guys before Kane or TJ in the shootout? No.
Man, that would be like a 10. What do you think out of 10 goals? Who's scoring the most out of 10?
Out of 10? You got to get creative. Datsuk. I've just seen him do it so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, Oshie's got the moves. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would say Datsuk, Oshie.
Kane has the crazy hands, but I think Datsuk, just his creativity, the backhand toe drag, or he pulls them out and flips it over. Or
there's a lot of similarities between Oshie and Kane's style on the shootout.
Well, quick American hands. Players make sense. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, quick hands making the big move.
Yeah, that's great feet too. Great edge work. Yeah, deception of speed coming in.
Kane definitely throws his body the most. Like he throws that upper body
shoulder shake. I love that.
Yeah,
I love it.
So do I, man.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Shootouts is a whole different caliber because I'm not a big fan of shootouts, but because it brings it all down to 1-on-1. Like it brings it on down to.
What would you like to see after a tie 3-on-3 then?
I would say keep continuous? It 3-on-3. Yeah.
It wears guys out, especially a season like this. You're playing continuous 3-on-3s. The shootout actually takes it easy on the guys.
Because what do we do in playoffs? In playoffs, we play 20 minutes out.
Yeah, that's so true.
There's not a place for a shootout, man.
Yeah.
Because especially now in this climate of the NHL, you have the best goal scorers and goalies. Like these are the best goalies we've ever had as well, but they're already having the hardest time as is. And what is it like? I think the percentage is like 70-30 on the goal going in, just because the offenseman knows where he's going. Like he's already got it planned where he's going.
Yeah.
So, and especially with the hands and how much move, and I feel like I know you can't move the puck backwards. You have to keep forward momentum, but you can move the puck so wide and come in. I mean, it's this change of speed, like you said. If you come in wide, fast, and hard cut real quick, and dude, that goal, once he's down, toast. Yeah. And if he jumps back over, 5 holes open.
Yeah. I like the 3-on-3 personally. It's very, very action packed, super fast. Continuous 3-on-3 would be,
and a lot of chances it's 2-on-1, 2-on-1, 2-on-1.
Like that's but it's still a team game at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not just leaving your goalie out there to get shook.
I'm a fan of it.
Yeah, I'm a fan of it too. All right, let's jump back. divisions. Let's last one, right? Or did we touch on Central? No, we haven't touched on Central. I'm sorry.
No, we kind of skipped over Tampa and the rest of them. We just talked about Florida.
Yeah, Tampa Bay, 54 points without Cooch. Cooch is practicing though in the light blues. He's been at practice, so he's skating. He'll get some contact practice gear in, and definitely believe he'll be in a game before playoffs. That's huge considering they're in second place right now. And then right on their tails, 53 points, only 1 point away from second place is Carolina.
Carolina, man, making a push. Yep. Sebastian Aho, Dougie Hamilton out there, 30 points. Aho's got 33. It's a fun team to watch right now. Svechnikov bringing in 26 points. Big fan of that guy. I mean, Jordan Stahl's up here, Niederreiter. Carolina is a low-key dangerous team, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it kind of starts to fall off after Carolina. Nashville's in there at fourth at 41 points. And then Chicago at 39, Dallas 36, and then Columbus at 36, Detroit at 31.
31, yeah.
We can touch on any of those teams. Columbus, what the fuck is going on? I thought Line was going to be like a good move, and it is.
Is it Tortorella?
I want to say that, bro, because even Roslovic, the young kid that comes in, he was off to a hot start, and now he's not. It's like I feel like these guys start to blossom a little, and he get back in check, Right. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I know Line was benched again. Like, it's what's going on here. This guy's a superstar. He's a superstar.
Yeah, exactly. Are you coddling? So are these, what I'm getting at is Torts is an old school coach. Is he taking the time with these younger guys, newer guys to learn them? Or is he just going to hammer them way he's been hammering?
Yeah, I think he expects them to jump into his style instead of him just forming around all the pieces he has. It's like, this is how I do things. You play our system, you get ice time. You don't play our system, you don't get ice time.
That's simple.
You think I want to play Patty? I want to play Patty. Patty's got to want to play, though. Patty's got to want to play for the boys. And so, if that's how he's coming at, I'm like, you got to respect it. But, I mean, bro.
Friday Night Lights, but it's
I would hate to be in that position really would. I would hate to be in that position because at the same time, it's like, what? You just let him do whatever he wants and go 20 goals this season, but you can do whatever you want while you're out there. Like, no, fuck that. If you can turn it on and put 40 goals up, then you should be able to fucking play hockey for 60 minutes every night, not just, when you want to. Yeah. So I see both sides of it.
For sure.
But, I've never been a fan of Tortorella. So
Torts, yeah. I don't know. I feel like his time is up. Like,
didn't do it in New York, didn't do it in Vancouver. Like, come on.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't know for the generation of hockey that's coming in. I don't know if he's guys like him.
Imagine like Tortorella and I don't know, Austin Matthews. Like,
like they're no.
And that's the breed that's coming.
Yeah.
Trevor Zegras, that stallion, you think he's like, come on, he wouldn't have blossomed. He won't blossom.
The kids geeking out in warm-ups, like shooting pucks, giggling, having a good time.
Yeah, blossoming, just being himself, I don't know. I believe in that style of just letting obviously you've got to have guidelines. You guys have to play a certain style and system and stuff, but at the same time, letting them blossom personality wise and be themselves, they're just going to enjoy the game more. It means they're going to be better at it.
For sure. I agree, man. It's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's jump into the East. Though. Yeah.
Here come the boys. Beast in the East, Washington Capitals sitting in first place, 54 points for the boys.
We got a battle though, huh?
Yeah, well, it's almost like let's hit the rest of them and then come back because we have a lot to talk about.
It's been a battle because second place is the Islanders at 52. We've been going back and forth with them. This will release Thursday. We're recording on Monday. They play tomorrow, Tuesday, versus the Islanders. Yeah. So another game. We would have been 3 versus the Islanders, and which there's always been 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. It's just a fight for the top. And then you got third place, surprisingly, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they hit the gas fast. They got their little 5-game win streak stunted the other night, though. But Pittsburgh was coming out of nowhere, and they were ready to play, putting up points, and they got scary there for a little bit. I'm definitely not counting them out. I feel like a silly goose that we almost counted them out there in the beginning part of the season, but they're right back in it, man.
Almost a 10-point drop to a fourth place Boston, who stole 2 points from Pittsburgh the other night. Thank gosh.
Yep.
That's huge.
Boston, dude. We got to talk about Pasternak. We were talking about him before we started recording. Talk about someone where the game of hockey comes to them. Like you said, he's so patient. And his IQ, he's so smart. He's always in the right positioning. He's always ready and able to score a goal.
Exactly. When you talk IQ, it's not always just one certain thing. It's a combination of everything at once.
Yeah.
He's predictive, so he knows where the play's going based off the opportunities and the percentages. Okay, he's going this way. He can either throw it around the boards. He can either try to turn up the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the IQ of knowing what the other team's going to do, being in the position of what you think they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And finishing once you're there.
And finishing with that shot. I mean, his shot is insane.
Knowing the pass is coming, reading the lane, stealing it, making a play, finishing like. That's a great hockey player right there,
Yeah.
Costa, the puck just seems to come to him because he's always in the right spots.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Jumping behind Boston, though, we got Philly riding in the fifth spot. Philly's having a tough run with old Carter Hart net, bro. I feel like, he's getting a little slump here. I feel like they got to shake things up and get him moving over here. What are you thinking about that? I mean, they brought in, they got Brian Elliott in there with him. I saw they brought in someone else as well. They brought in Alex Lyon. He's only played one game, but I don't know, man. Carter Hart's not. I mean, his goals against are almost 3.92 for Carter Hart, and coming off of how he powered him through the playoffs last year, man, it's definitely a different goaltending situation that we're seeing.
Yeah, I'm also wishy-washy on that, and for more than one reason, but the main one being, are the Philadelphia Flyers defensive pairings doing the best that they can in front of Carter Hart?
Right.
Like. The game versus New York, it wasn't just goaltending.
Yeah.
They lit them up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you're getting exposed like that more than once,
right,
somebody's got to take the fall, as far as goaltending goes. I don't know. I don't think it's just Carter Hart is what I'm getting at here. I think when they've had bad games with every goalie, Carter Hart obviously just getting the blunt of it because he's supposed to be their number one.
I just feel bad for the young guy.
Yeah, it sucks, but I think he bounces back. Philly's going to make a push. Believe that they're going to start getting it going. Kevin Hayes is a fucking stud out there.
Dude, Giroux's been on one. Voracek's been on one lately.
JVR.
These guys are, dude. But it feels like it, and like Travis Konecki's up there as well, Provorov. And then everything starts to kind of drop down.
Got put on fucking waivers.
Waivers,
crazy,
and not claimed.
Yeah, but cleared, and then he played the other night.
Right,
wild. It's wild. It's wild to me.
Was he just They just wanted bait? Was he just bait out there to see what was going on?
Maybe they need to move him to clear space for the day for some. I don't know, bro. I don't know what that was about. Wild.
I don't know. Winding up behind Philly, though, we got New York sitting at 39 points, and this New York team was someone that I was worried about New York at the beginning of the season.
You were.
They were. Yeah, absolutely.
The Rangers.
They were. Yeah.
No way. Not me.
No,
I wasn't. I thought, and I still kind of think that Lafreniere is going to be a bust. They have no captaincy. What's going on in that fucking locker room?
Yeah.
As of late, their superstars weren't turning on. They're all blossoming at the same time, and that's why they've had this big success rush. But they weren't. Buchnevich wasn't the hottest. You know what I'm saying? Hasn't been.
Nor was Zibanejad and
exactly.
Adam Fox.
Exactly. Adam Fox out of nowhere. Who would have suspected that? Nobody at the beginning of the season would have been saying Adam Fox's name is they're one of their best guys. So it's interesting to see. They've gotten some decent goaltending, I believe. When we've played them, it's always been a close game. They definitely know how to slow down fast teams. So they have that going for them. We'll see though. I don't think they make a spot. No way.
No, I don't think they do.
They have to go through Philly and Boston. Yeah. And in Boston, no way.
I don't think so. Yeah, I agree. Bringing up behind them, we got New Jersey and then Buffalo. I mean, New Jersey, man, New Jersey's like we said it on the live, man. We talk about this team a lot. They're going to be that thorn in the paw for these teams. They're just going to be in there chucking a random loss at these teams out of nowhere. It's crazy how good they are. They're a frustrating team.
Yeah, similar to New York, they tie up the neutral zone and slow the boys down.
Yep.
And they can score too. The Caps were just up 3-1, and the next thing you know, it's a 5-4 game. Like the New Jersey Devils can score. They have the talent. So it's just a matter of consistency, like we said.
Yeah, I feel like that's a Capitals trait, though, man. This leads what the Capitals are.
Yeah, we're going to touch on that when we go back to the top of the Caps. We have so much to say about them. Buffalo, though, I'm expecting trades out of there with the deadline coming up. Hall's got to move. I think Hall's out of there.
Are they think clean house? I know we talked to the boys about this. I think they're going to clean house. You just dump Hall, save some money.
Same people are still in control. I don't see anything positive happening other than them trying to move.
It's unfortunate for them, man.
Yeah, as Eichel and seeing everything that's going on, obviously, too, like like when you work somewhere, you know and hear about the stuff that's going on above you, even if you don't know
Right.
the people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure the same thing. It's a business at the end of the day. So I'm sure it's the same thing with players. Oh, the owners tried to do this or wanted to do this, or at some point you have to draw the line. Like, yo, fuck, these guys aren't getting it right, bud. It's not.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
No,
At this point, I think the entire fucking world agrees Jack Eichel deserves a trade.
Yeah, he deserves to be somewhere
More
else.
more than Buffalo deserves a cup. Jack Eichel deserves a trade more than Buffalo deserves a cup.
That's accurate. Let's jump back up top and get back to these Washington Capitals.
What's up about the boys?
Man. The boys are on one. Ovechkin is classic Ovi right now, making a push. Kuzi's coming alive. Where do we even start with this team, man? There's so much good going on with these guys.
Crazy you say Kuzi's coming alive, and then just last game, he was fucking fourth line center. It is wild to see. The Caps have the best fourth line prior to Kuzi coming down there. In hockey, I believe, with the HDH line, they're fucking deadly. Garnet Hathaway is a stud in the making. I think he could be a 20-point guy every season consistently.
Yeah.
And it just goes up as you go up the lineup without even touching the number one yet. It's just depth there. You got guys like Sprung who've come off the taxi squad and been huge and now earned spots
earning a spot.
Jacob Verana's a fucking healthy scratch for more than 2 games. We'll see if he plays versus the Islanders tomorrow.
Yeah.
But as of right now, the last 2 games, he's been a scratch. Now it was a back-to-back versus Jersey, and that's okay.
I want that guy back in the lineup. I hope.
Yeah.
I'm trusting Laviette with his move here.
I'd rather Panik be out.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
I'd rather be Eller, Verana, Sprung. I love that line. Sprung and Eller gets it going now that he's back from that injury. Could be huge. Could be huge.
Yeah. And the energy that Sprung brings, I feel like he just brings that energy to the line, always moving his feet, looking for the goal. And dude, I can't get over him. I'm so impressed with him. He's made touches on the first line, second line. He's been all over this team. Connor Sherry, man. Yeah. This guy, he is. I never knew how much I liked this player until he landed here, and you really we get to dive like under a microscope, watch this guy's play. And you talk about a forecheck, create an opportunity. He does it all. It's so impressive.
His possession in the offensive zone on the boards is unreal. He gets out of situations that you don't think he's going to. He's in every battle and pulling the puck out. He's been his most recent pairing line mates has been Nicky Backstrom and Tom Wilson, who both as of late this year are arguably having great years. Nicky was leading the team in goals till Ovi got hot, and Willie was the first team leader in the goals in the beginning of the season. Jumped out and got 5 off the first 3 games. That's so sick to see them playing so well together because Willie is a beast on the boards too because of his size and strength, and he's got the hands going now. Nick he controls the game. Never been a speed guy. He just controls the game, and that's why we've talked about before. He'll play late into his career. And then you add in the speedy little rocket of Connor Sheary, and it's that's a tough, and that's been our first line. That's been the Washington Capitals' first line. Second line's been TJ Oshie, Kuznetsov, and Ovi.
Yeah.
So think about that. Like that's how successful this line has been, and it's great seeing it going into the playoffs. You got to be able to roll forward, and you got to have secondary scoring.
You got to have a solid 4 rolling into this playoffs, and I think the boys are where we're at right now. I think we do the Verana panic switch, and then I think that's our solid 4. That's who we're rolling with. Yeah. And then to top it off, look at our defensive pairings. Dylan got a little bit exposed the other night.
And I said it. I didn't mean to cut you off just real quick. And I said it before, and I think you can agree with this style system. And he hasn't been with us long. He's coming over from a West Coast team. We got to remember that. And now he's got a brand new coach, his 2nd or 3rd year in with us. He looks like an early Orlov. He's good. Yeah. He's a great offensive defenseman. He's just getting beat because he's got to get comfortable and used to the system and the speed and catching up. But he's been getting beat, and it's not a good look.
It's not, especially when you got someone else like Chara on the roster who's getting beat left and right now, man.
So slow.
But when you talk about it, Dylan's defensive pair, Carlson, I mean, he's got 32 points on the year, 10 goals, 22 assists. There's no one better in our defensive pairings right now. I mean, I'm a big Carlson fan. There's no one better.
I thought he should have won the fucking Norris time and time again. And if he's not in the Norris talk this year, I don't know what it's going to take, and he'll probably never win one, to be honest, because he's having another great year.
Yeah, he really is, man. And you know who I'm waiting for? And the next defensive pair I want to talk about is Jensen and Schultz. I'm waiting for Jensen
and Schultz. No.
Huh?
Orlov and Schultz, I thought.
Yeah. What did I say Schultz for? It's Jensen and Carlson.
Jensen and Chara, Dylan and Carlson,
I'm tripping,
Orlov
bro.
and Schultz.
Why am I so bad with names?
What's going on? You got
My brain.
case of that Mondays right now.
It's been a long day. It has been a long. This was the first time I sat down. It was right here. right now.
But yeah, the defensive pairings, all three are deadly. They've all been playing well. Schultz is a huge addition. Exactly. But here's where it gets tricky now for the Washington Capitals. Between the pipes and the crease.
I don't think it's tricky at all.
Sammy started out hot, but he's played well. Even though the Islanders lost, I think he made some really, really great saves.
He really
saves. Did. But I don't
know. He made a full 2-on-1. He fully slid like glove save like it was a casual Tuesday afternoon.
Here's what I'm getting at here. The way the system we're playing is leaving a lot. Our goalie's going to see a lot of shots, and I don't think we have the goalies that can face a lot. We have goalies that can win games for us. Vitek, our rookie, came in, had a shutout. We know this, but I don't think that we can play this high shooting game. We can't. The running goes both ways. I don't think we can do that with Sammy and Vitek.
Not going to last.
We're going to get exposed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's man, I don't know. I'm happy with the play of both. They're both having good seasons. V's really stepped up. Sammy's coming back in, getting in a good groove. You know, he's looking comfortable. Both are looking comfortable there. But like you said, facing a lot of shots, it's definitely going to be a game changer on these goalies for sure.
Yep. We'll see what happens. But I'm comfortable enough to say right here, right now, even with the way the goaltending has been and the team's third period actions and terrible fucking penalties again, that they will definitely still be a cup contender.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And you got OV2 coming off of, he just reached 265 power play goals, tied with Brett Hall right now. OV's having a season.
He's coming in on 5th of all time.
Again. Yeah. He's getting there, man. He's really in stride. And I don't know. I feel like you're right. I feel like he's just going to keep going up with this season. So there's only way he can go. He's just going to keep getting after it.
One of the greatest to ever do it. And we just saw what Dubinsky had to say about that. Sid versus Ovi. You want to touch on that? You saw that.
Yeah, let's jump into it quick before we get out of here. But this has been a classic NHL argument. Crosby or Ovechkin. It's always been Crosby this or Ovechkin that. To me, we've compared them multiple times, but you're comparing apples to oranges in my mind. You're comparing two different styles of play, two different positions, and they're both good in their own equally right. They're both great on hockey teams. But it comes down to this is where the hard question for me, and I don't know if I can answer this question, or I'm going to answer it. But who would you build the franchise around? Sidney Crosby or Alex Ovechkin? This is what it comes down to between me. We already know. We'll just get these facts out of the way quick before you answer that. Ovi's the best goal scorer ever just ever. The best natural goal scorer ever to touch the ice. His grit, everything else. Ovechkin is one hell of a player. Crosby, playmaker, assists.
Went to the cup his second year in the NHL.
Yeah.
Youngest captain to ever win the cup. And he's done it 3 times. I think.
But here's the thing. But we always say cups are a team accolade, right?
Yeah, but you got to have great players on that team.
For sure. But what I'm saying is, does that discount Ovi because he only has one?
No, you can. Ovi obviously isn't discounted, but
right.
I think the higher accolade would be, or the advantage there would be to do it more than once. And that's why Ovi's still pushing so hard. He wants another, obviously.
For sure.
So, once you get that one, you keep going. I think, and it doesn't mean if you got two, you're better than Alexander Ovechkin. I don't think Patrick Maroon, Mr. Back-to-Back, is better than Alexander Ovechkin because he's more cups. But when they're so close in points, Sid more on the Apple side, and
right,
and I think Ovi actually has. Does he have
more games played? About 100 more games played.
Yeah, more games played, and for Sid to be almost up there in points and have more cups.
164 more games played. Yeah.
I'm a Washington Capitals diehard, and I hate the Pittsburgh Penguins. And if I'm building a dynasty when I'm picking guys in their prime, Sidney Crosby.
Oh, you're going Crosby?
Yeah, I'd pick Sidney Crosby. Great playmaker. He makes so many players around him great, and he's done it since he stepped into the league. A lot of people don't forget it. Like, if we're talking about these guys coming in as draft years, like Ovi was selfish. Ovi didn't even back check. If it wasn't for Dale Hunter, he wouldn't have been a two-way player, and starting to become one of those players that's like, an issue,
Right.
Luckily he changed his game, and because of that, he's seen success to winning the cups and et cetera, and rocket after rocket. But we've seen Ovi up close under a microscope, and great leader. He's a great leader. But can you say Ovi makes other players on the line better?
No,
you can't say that.
Can't say it.
As of late, he's been a great playmaker. He's getting great apples, but Sidney Crosby, we could put Sidney Crosby on any line in the NHL right now, any line, and that line would be deadly and produce. Exactly. Ovi, maybe not. So I think
it's hard for me to say. I was going to say it's. It's hard to say because you can always and what happened is we found a guy like Nicholas Backstrom to fill the gap, but now we're using two players to what we could have with Crosby.
But because Pittsburgh did the same thing. They have the great playmaker. They need a goal scorer. They got Gino.
Malkin.
They got Malkin.
Yep.
So it's both ways. We had a great goal scorer, found a playmaker, the Swede, and they found the Russian Malkin as their goal scorer because they had a great playmaker. It's just it's both different ends of the spectrum there. Yeah. And completely different playing styles, center versus winger. Like I don't think it's a fair comparison.
It's not. It's really hard.
But I would still pick Sidney Crosby if I'm picking Dynasty. I'm sorry.
Man, that's really hard.
I know, especially because you have like loyalty,
That's what it is. I can't do it because I'm too much. My heart's too involved.
But if you look at them as a player, like let's stop before we can get to the NHL. Like Sidney Crosby's won in the Olympics, Olympic gold medals. He's won World Juniors. You know what I'm saying?
If you break it down on contributing to a team, it's Sidney Crosby. It is just if you break it down on that. But there's something about Alexander Ovechkin. I can't not. How do you not pick him?
It's tough to pick too because I hate the fucking whining. Like Davinsky was saying, I hate the fucking whining too, and the fact that when Ovi scored that hat trick, he asked the ref to ask the fans to stop throwing hats. Like, shut the fuck up,
dude. You're getting fried.
But the same reason I don't look at athletes and what they do in their personal life and judge them. Like I like him as an athlete. I don't give a fuck who he wears, who he dates. I don't care.
It's the whining factor for me that's the killer.
It's like I don't care if he's a whiner and all this shit. I've seen him fight. I know the kid will fucking fight if he has to. He stands up for himself. And he's a great playmaker and he makes others around him great. Good player. So like
for sure.
I really you could tell when he's on the bench talking to guys too. Like he's obviously his IQ, like he could be a great coach. Yeah. He's one of those players. So
he'll be in the league for a while.
Yeah, definitely instant Hall of Famer. Instant as soon as he retires. Instant Hall of Famer.
It's all favorite. It's tough to say too. I mean, he's got one hell of a. Thank God Ovi got the cup, man. Could you imagine if we didn't have it? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Be different.
Like would that like let's think about that right now, real quick, before we jump off it.
Would that affect? Would
you pick Ovi if he never won the cup? I mean, that conversation would still be so tight. Let's say he has the goals and he's chasing the record still, but he never won the cup. He's just a goal. He's just chasing, personal goals.
That'd be devastating because then his career to me would look selfish.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at here. He has one cup. Like, he's late in his career. He's been selfish.
Yeah.
Hate to say it. I love it.
In the office, bro. Clocked in.
Exactly.
Oh no, it's tough because it's tough because regardless of being selfish or not, scoring in the NHL right now is the hardest it's ever been. It's it's only going to get harder as far as other guys you're playing
against.
Especially
for guys like Ovi because he's fucking slow.
Slow he has one move and he still fries people with it. It's crazy.
Yeah,
the through the legs toe drag and still frying. I don't know. One hell of a rap there, man. I'm like that was I've been thinking about that a lot, and especially with Dubinsky, like he never just seeing that everyone go after him on Twitter and stuff. I was like, where did he ever say he was better? He was just ranking those two.
Yeah,
because he rocks Ovi. Yeah, he's with Ovi all day.
You say he didn't like the whining, and I get it. 100%. Does Dubinsky want a fucking cup? Shut the hell up. What is he?
That rhymed. Oh boy. All right. Well, we do have an interview lined up for you guys on this episode as well. We got Gabi joining us. Gabi Gibson. She's a collegiate athlete. So we'll be having her on the pod, and we have a pretty good interview with her, and she breaks some stuff down for us.
Yep, that's a good one. So let's jump into that.
Absolutely. All right, guys, welcome back. We have a special guest with us now. first time on the pod, second female. Like this, we're just breaking barriers over here at Men Behind the Mitts, man. And it's so great to have you with us. But this is Gabby's joining us, guys. All around beaut, hockey player, Tendy. We're going to jump into that, but pretty much an all around like delightful spirit, man. She's been chirping with the boys over at Men Behind the Mitts and getting behind the boys over here at Silky Mitts Hockey Club. It's great to have her with us. But Gabby, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, definitely. Go on ahead and real quick, plug everything, plug your IG, plug your talk, plug it all.
My Instagram and my TikTok are both the same. It's Gabi__Gibson.
Let's go. And so literally right as we got on to start the just our chit chat time, so you're looking for ODRs is what you were currently doing, right?
Sure was.
So what's going on? So this is now ODR season's coming to an end. We're learning. So how long is, or what do you normally do? How long is there a particular ODR season where you're at?
Typically so we have ponds and we have elementary schools that have rinks built outside. So you can skate on.
Wait. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut you off. By the way, she's in Alaska. For those of us who don't know, because I forgot to plug that. She's in Alaska. So
Gabby, he heard elementary school built rink and he shook. That's why he had to clarify. All right.
But Gabby's up in Alaska, so she actually has the opportunity for ODRs. Us down here in Maryland, like myself, we've never really skated on a real ODR. But I'm sorry, they got them everywhere. Go on ahead.
It's okay. So pretty much there's an opportunity to skate everywhere around the block. You'll find one 10 blocks, 20 blocks right around the corner from your house. There's 2 right around the corner from my house, but I like to have a variety and go different places because sometimes the rinks aren't maintained and other times that fresh sheet of ice and you're like, yes. So got to go across town for those things. But today I went and it was melting and it was soft and I was sad because I went to different rinks today and all of them were just melted and I was like, no.
So this since I have no experience with ODRs, so how do you test the ice? I've always wondered that. Is there something that someone's there and they're like, oh no, this is the ODR guy and he knows, or is it how does it work?
I basically just show up, and if it looks skatable, I'll skate. And if it looks mushy and soft, or if I see there's snow on it, I won't even bother.
Jay, you would be able to tell, bro. It's ice. You could. Is it good ice or is it not good ice, bro?
No,
come on.
It takes a second for the things I say to register after I say them, and I was like, "Oh, I probably can tell ice is melted. Mine looks all soft."
So how do you tell your ice is melting? Oh, that's a good one.
Does that just mean the season's over? What does that mean?
You posted a video. You can skate anywhere up there. You said you were walking your dog with your skates, huh?
Yeah. Typical day as an Alaskan, just walking the dog with the old skates.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
For real, that's so sick.
Something I could just dream of. That's so cool. Just hitting the pond with the dog. Does he pull you?
Huh?
Does your dog pull you at all? You get a little glide going, they get a little stride?
Ever since quarantine, my dog's gained 15 pounds. So I'd be pulling
to the club body.
Yeah.
But it's the summertime, break out those rollerblades. Last summer before all the snow started hitting, he was pulling me. Every time he saw a dog, he's charging. I'm like, dude, slow down. Chill out.
That's it. You said break out the rollerblades. I've been using mine every day. God, it's such a different lifestyle.
You walk your dog with your rollerblades? Because I always feel like that's a death trap.
Yeah, no, Zoe, no, my dog's a crackhead. If she sees something, man, she listens well, but I don't want to put myself, that's the scenario I don't need to be in. My age, I fall, that's a hip, bro. 3 to 6 months out with the hip. That's a big deal on asphalt.
What type of dog do you have?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. I know his dog. I know his dog.
I didn't know you were talking
I'm sorry. So what type of dog do you have?
I think he's half lab, half husky.
I always assumed everyone up there had huskies. That's why I was curious of the breed.
Yeah, it's pretty common here.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, there's probably not many pit bulls in Alaska. They're probably not very useful there in Alaska.
No.
That's my next question. Are a lot of the dogs, I'm assuming a lot of the dogs are work dogs.
Literally sled dogs.
Yeah, I imagine a lot of them are really getting they're getting put to work for sure.
That's so true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Have you ever tobogganed? Is that what it's called? Toboggan sled when the dogs pull you?
Sled dog? Like,
yeah. Is it not called a toboggan?
That's probably what it's called. I don't even know. I'm in my own
Oh,
world.
that's so great if you just made something up, Jay. Is it called a toboggan? Dog sled?
Yeah, you just fried. I was gonna say I've ridden in a toboggan one time, but it was man powered because I broke my leg on a mountain, and the only way to get you down is in a
So
toboggan.
you're still going with is toboggan correct or not?
I don't know.
You're
I'm
still
gonna call
using
it a dog. I'm gonna call it a dog. Well, a toboggan. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna say what we were talking about was a dog sled. Like I just thought toboggan. Look, I'm not the brightest light bulb. I'm actually there's a light bulb burnt out on my leg.
All right. We're dog sled.
But toboggan, a real toboggan is like a thing you lay in, and they it's man powered or it could be dog powered. But I guess that'd be a dog sled. But they ski, like when I broke my leg, they just ski me down the mountain. And there was a guy in the front and there was a guy in the back. And I was just strapped in this bad boy going down the mountain, dude.
Is that called a stretcher?
It's like, I think a toboggan's a fancy stretcher for snow people. Like,
yeah, he's on it. They do that. Like, we have a Alyeska mountain here, and they pull people down that either are too scared to get down from the highest part of the mountain or someone that injured himself.
Right. See, it's a thing.
I just didn't know the name for it. I'm just like, hey, they're pulling you down.
Maybe don't say toboggan. Like that might be it. I live in southern Maryland. I see snow twice a year. Like I could be so wrong.
I'm just saying. If the chicken in Alaska isn't calling it that, just saying.
Yeah, maybe I'm now I don't know what we were talking about. Sled dogs?
I asked her what of a dog sled. Because it started with rollerblades. All right,
rollerblades.
I'm good. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, back to ODRs, man. I'm so sorry. We have the attention span of squirrels. But with ODR season, like, do you actually get to play? Like, I saw that you have like league play on that. They do like actual sanctioned games on ODRs up there.
So there was like a Iditarod tournament they had. It's called Ferrande. It's like which we were just talking about the sled dog thing.
I was getting ready to say, yeah, I know Iditarod from
racing. Mm-hmm. So they had that, but then they also had a little hockey tournament going on for the hockey players since there's not a lot of hockey here. So they're like, hey, you want to come play? I was like, yeah, dude, like I'm down. They're like, all right, we need a goalie for this outdoor tournament. I was like, sure, all right, cool. So we had that, but like usually there's not really like leagues outdoors. They just happen to have that weekend.
More like tournament style and stuff then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, you brought it up, Tendy. So they needed a Tendy. What got you into playing goalie? Because we know what it takes, like mentally, to be a goalie. So what got you into that?
Long story short, when back in the days, I used to play left wing as a righty.
Yeah, my position. No, I know why.
Left brain. So.
Open on that forehand easy.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, our whole team, everyone got the opportunity to do like goalie rotation.
Right.
And one kid was like the best one at it, but he absolutely hated it. And so he was like, hey, you want to try it? Like, I really don't want to play today. And I was like, sure, like, why not? What have I got to lose? Well, I sucked. And I was so unhappy because I was like, I really love this, but I can't suck the puck to save my life. Well, that didn't faze me. And the next year I did it and I stuck with it. And from then on, the rest is history.
Yeah, that's I feel like that's how a lot of tendies get a start. It's kind of like no one else wanted to do it. So it's like, well, I guess I'll give it a shot. And then you end up like finding a home back there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I know Silk fell in a goaltending position at one point. I played goalie for like 3 random years of my life.
I was nice. My last season, I was 10-0 getting recruited by 2 teams. And I said, nah, I want to skate.
Whoa.
So, all right. Whoa. I was nice at 10 years old.
You turned it down?
Yeah. I wanted to skate. I wanted to score goals. I was done. Seen enough. Like
that's one thing though, is I skate out on Tuesday night, or actually it's not Tuesday nights. It's whenever they have the game on the schedule once a week with a bunch of adults. And they're like, hey, we need an extra skater. You want to skate out? I'm like, sure. So Nicole Ness that I've been skating with, she goes to St. Cloud. She had extra gear and she's like, I'll just leave the gear with you. I was like, all right, cool. So I've been skating out, and like even at noon, like sometimes I'll be skating just with a bunch of adults. And if they already have 2 goalies, I'm like, hey, can I just skate out? It's nice to get the break and I get to score some goals too. So
right.
Yeah, that's real dope though. That's real dope. You're getting ice time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say too, like you don't even sleep on you skating out. Like I seen the hands, like I seen you picking up the pucks. Like I can't do that. Like I don't do that at all. Like, so you're definitely no slouch there. So what age? So how old were you when you started playing tennis? Then, like when did you hop into the position like full time?
I think I was 10.
Okay, that's straight. And then you just did you?
That's the make or break year. I just said it. Same thing for me. 10.
10 will do
make or break year. You're either about it or you're not.
Yeah.
So how does hockey through the years work? Like where you're at, do you guys still have like Bantam, midget, Pee Wee and stuff? Do you guys have that type of setup as well?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm acting like you're in a foreign country. You're just in Alaska. Like,
I mean, we basically are. Every time I tell someone I'm from Alaska, like, oh my God, no way. And then they ask me the questions about, do you ride polar bears to school and have 100% darkness and never have sunlight? I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming at, Jay. Alaska's, what's the total population there? Not many, right? Is what I was thinking.
Okay, so, Gabi, Google. She's got it.
I'm just saying, no, that wasn't expecting an answer. What I was getting at is like, oh, fuck off. But what I was getting at is that it's possible that there wouldn't be enough kids to put together a full league. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. I was trying to back you up and you chirped me. It's cool. No problem.
No, I got you. I feel like it'd be like, I mean, and again, here I am only knowing Alaska from like movies and stuff. Like, is it town v town? You know what I mean?
P.S. Gabi Google sounds like a really cool nickname.
Yeah, grab it. Just grab it while it's out there.
You can have that. That's free. That's free.
I think there's like 200,000. Don't quote me, but I think there's like that much.
Right.
Sounds good to me. I mean,
it's like a guesstimate.
Three team league. Fine. Sure. We'll make it.
Yeah.
3-team league. So that's what that's basically what I was getting at. Like, did you have the opportunity to play like high school hockey? Like, is that a thing or was it just?
Yeah. When I played, so my freshman and sophomore year, I did girls high school hockey because the boys team was like really good. And I was like, there's no way I can compete with these goalies because they're boys and they're huge. And there's no way I'm going to be playing over a big boy that's like good.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like I'm just going to play girls. Like, and I knew a lot of the girls because of my comp team. They played with me. So I was like, okay, I'll just play with these girls until they're gone. And then junior year, I didn't play high school hockey because of my comp team. They didn't really want us to play comp, and that year we won nationals anyways. Our team was really good, so I wasn't complaining. Yeah, and then senior year, I played boys high school hockey because my brother was on that team, and I was like, I'm just going to play, like, it's a good opportunity. And there was only 2 goalies, so I was like, okay, and they had a JV. So it was me and one other goalie, and then the other one played JV, so.
Nice. That's legit. So, but switch gears. Tell us about this comp team. Is that your competitive team, I'm assuming?
Well, that was, a while ago.
Right. What was the year? I'm sorry.
2017.
2017. You guys won though. Like you guys got the ship, or what were you saying?
Yeah, we went to districts and won, and then we went to nationals and got gold. So.
Oh, okay. You know, MBD. Let's just buzz right over
that.
Not a
big deal. She's like, it's not a big deal, guys. Let's go. Something new. Keep it fresh.
Jeez. No, that's so dope. No, but so besides playing hockey and everything, in your generation, I'm assuming with the TikTok, you just got that rolling. I see you got trick shots, you got your goalie content, like you're putting kind of everything up there.
Yeah.
Like so is that working in your favor? Are you enjoying like sharing the content like that, like the hockey content, getting it out there?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, a lot of my friends are like, how do you come up with this stuff? I'm like, I just get ideas. When I see something like on my For You page, I'm like, this would be a good idea. And then I just go do it because I know if I don't, I'm going to forget.
Right.
I don't know. It just comes off the top of my head. I don't just sit there and plan
What got you into it? Were you into like doing that type of stuff and then you put the hockey with it, or was it like you started right off the jump with hockey with your TikTok?
So you remember that during like quarantine times, did you guys have TikTok at all?
No.
Or see?
No, I'm still not super hip. The only ones I watch, the ones my girl sends me. She's like, you have to watch these.
I have no idea what to do on there.
Yeah, there's so many lanes. Like TikTok is it can be the brightest and or the darkest place ever.
Yeah, I told you I had stuck on the aliens one. That was wild.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, it was just I don't follow anybody, and it was just like I just kept scrolling. It said suggest it for you. It was just like conspiracy stuff, and I was on there for I thought 10 minutes, but it was an hour and a half. Easy.
Did it tell you to take a break from TikTok?
No, it does that? I didn't even reach
Yeah,
that.
it's like, you've been on too long. Maybe you need to go get a drink of water or some food. I'm like,
A drink of water.
don't tell me what to do.
No, I'll keep watching these TikToks.
How long do you have to go to get that? How long were you on?
Usually an hour. That's why I was wondering. Just like,
No, bro, you seen it. You were like, decline. You were like,
I probably
Like,
did. I didn't even think twice. It's just something popped up. I just hit it before I even reading it. Yep, you're right.
yeah.
That's me. For sure.
oh.
Yeah. Wait, what was your question though for her?
I asked her how she like got into doing TikTok, like with hockey.
Oh, it was just hockey.
Well, no, so I was asking you guys if you saw the trend. There was a trend where it's like Cinderella. I know we got
You weren't even
sidetracked.
right. You weren't even right, bro.
So wrong. That's the last time my brain took a checkpoint. It was like, yeah.
All right, let her catch us up because we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's okay. So there was a trend, like the Cinderella trend, where it was like Hillary Knight did like she was in like her workout clothes or something, and it was like the bippity boppity, and then boo, and she transformed into her like hockey gear or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I saw something like that, and then I was like, oh, that's super cool. So then I started doing that, but it was like me dressed up. It wasn't like in hockey gear. So at first it was kind of just trying to mess with TikTok to figure out what the heck I'm doing.
Right.
And I was like, okay, like I could just turn this into some hockey stuff, but none of the rinks or anything were open. And I didn't have rollerblades at the time. So I kind of was just like trying to figure out what I was even trying to do with this app.
Yeah.
And all the rinks started to open up and everything. And then I don't know. Honestly, like, I don't even know how I got all my followers. Half the time I post stuff and I don't think it's ever going to blow up because I don't know. And
Yeah.
it does. And the stuff that I spent hours on end for and preparing for, I get like 1,000 views, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
It's
I don't
that's
know.
it. It's a
feel
thing.
the same way. I
It's
put
a
in so
thing.
much effort
It
in this
sucks.
stuff, and it gets blown over, and then like
Yeah.
something last minute while I'm at the bar, and it blows up, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Dude, it makes no sense. That algorithm, they just do what they want to do. It's nonsense.
I made a video yesterday, and it was like, I don't know the song. Oh, it's like the bonga la bonga cha cha cha. That song.
Yeah.
You heard it?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I know
did
that one.
And someone was like, the trend right now was like, when little kids are like parents, and it's like, giving their kids a blanket or something, and then they were like,
Right.
oh, me at 23, and it's like a little rag. Well, I did that with hockey gear, and I was like, my parents, oh, she's gonna be a great skater, she's gonna score a lot of goals. And then I did like a transformation. It was like just my goalie helmet on, and it was like me at age 20. They said it was against the guidelines, and I was like, what did I do?
Whoa,
man, that makes
I was
no
like, okay.
sense.
That's hard.
I don't even get it.
They're coming after your clout. That's why. They just
And I was like, I didn't even see how many views it had. So what? Okay.
What the hell? Yeah, I don't understand that shit. They decide what they can and can't do. I've gotten emails where it said we're taking down your video because the song you use is copyrighted, but then it's on there and gets thousands of likes. And I'm just like, what's going on?
That happened to one of mine. Like where they even Instagram emailed me like, yeah, we're pulling your video. And I was like,
but then the video's still up.
I followed the rule. Like I was like, I paid for the song, like 99 cents, not happy about it, but I wanted to use it. So it's like, what's going on here? They just do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. Anyways,
I don't want to go down this algorithm lane. I'm gonna get all upset.
So prior to quarantine, where were you playing? You were out of high school? After high school, you didn't stop, right?
No, I'm at Anna Maria College.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an ass.
That's what's up.
You're playing on the team there. Is it like a club team, or is it like a sports sport, or how does it work there?
It's D3.
Nice.
Oh, legit. Let's go. Is that just now? Are you getting back in the swing of that now, or was that before COVID?
So I'm actually going to be a senior next year. Surprisingly.
Okay.
Look like I'm 12, but I'm not.
Yeah, time's flying.
Yeah. Just, wow, crazy. But yeah, I took the whole year off this year. I'm just doing like online classes and working at home. So
yeah, that's legit. That makes sense. COVID's been a weird time, you know what I mean? So it's been, I'm sure it's nice to take a step back and reflect, you know what I mean? And just take it all in. Were you guys all right through COVID? Like, did you guys have anything going on up there? You guys good on everything?
We had 3 games. That was it. So I mean, a lot of sports were even canceled or postponed or.
Right.
Yeah.
How was life though there in Alaska? Did anything get disrupted or anything like that?
I mean, we went through a phase where it was like 25% capacity, then 50, then back to 25.
Right.
And I think they're going to full capacity end of April, but everything's pretty much open here. Like there's nothing really that's shut down except for like maybe restaurants, a few of them, but everything's pretty much open.
Yeah, that's good. We're finally getting in the swing of things. Like people are not freaking out as much about the masks, and like more restaurants are starting to be open. You can have more people in there. They're changing the hours like later and stuff. So a little bit of normalcy coming back.
I mean, yeah. Who's your squad? You're in Alaska. Who's your NHL squad?
Don't hate me.
Oh shit! If you say fucking Pittsburgh, we're leaving right now.
Not Pittsburgh.
It's Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Who was it? LA, you said?
San Jose.
San Jose. I ain't mad.
Sharks fan. How did you feel about Evander Kane's business being just blown out there like that? You feel bad for a guy like that?
To be honest, I didn't even see it.
Oh, about him being bankrupt and shit.
Busy, I don't even have time to like look at the news or anything that's going.
How do you watch the games? You pay to watch them, or can you see any San Jose games?
No. The only time I ever get to see any of the NHL games is when I'm at the gym, because I'll literally be on the treadmill and I'll see the games playing and I'm like, all right, cool. And then as soon as I'm done on the treadmill, I was like, well, I'll find out the outcome here on Instagram or sometime soon.
Fuck.
Yeah, so casual. I'm hip.
Yeah, I can't do that. I need to watch it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have a problem. I just constantly check the phone. It's like the game hasn't even started yet. I don't care.
I know. I'm laptop and TV sometimes. She's over here just like, watch them when I want to.
What got you into the Sharks? Did you have a family member that was into the Sharks, or did you just kind of pick them and roll?
No, I actually used to follow Antti Niemi back when he played there.
Okay.
You know who that is?
Nope. It's like no,
guys, you couldn't say anything. So.
No, I'm not familiar. I know I've heard the name. I just can't put a face to the name.
He was a goalie.
Yeah.
There. But then he got traded to Dallas. And I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he's
yeah.
He reeled you in though. He reeled you into the Sharks. Go figure it was a Tendy. I didn't put that together.
Well, actually,
I'm like,
I used to. Okay, funny story. This is gonna sound really bad. Okay, so when I was a kid, I couldn't decide what team I liked, and I feel like that's a lot of kids. Maybe it's not. I don't know, but that was me.
Maybe a lot of kids in your area for sure.
Yeah, because it's like we can pick anybody.
And yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are gonna bandwagon to the Kraken though.
Really?
You think they're gonna pull a lot of fans?
Well, I feel like a lot of Alaskans are going to go that direction because they're the closest thing to us.
Right. That makes sense.
Canada, but we can't even get in there. So,
I mean, congratulations to the Kraken. You know, they're in the power rankings higher than the Buffalo Sabres, a current active NHL team. So shout out to the Kraken. They're starting out with a bang already.
Yo, that's bad. Buffalo's bad.
Yeah. I can't even believe that's real. Like someone did that to the Sabres. Like they have Eichel and Hall. Yeah, just fried the. So, like where you said you're in Alaska, so there's not a lot of people. Bobby, like you said, you can pick almost any team. No one's rocking particular sweaters of like every squad. Like I grew up in Maryland, so it was my parents were Caps fans, like Washington Capitals fans off the break. So it was like that's all I knew. I was like Caps hockey, sure, I'm in. I knew Caps hockey and Washington Redskins football. I don't even know if you can say that anymore. I knew the Washington football team. You know, like that's a current thing we're dealing with here as well. It's not even relevant, but like that's same for you, right? So like you were just Caps from day one.
Yeah, that's why I asked the question because I knew obviously they don't have a squad, so she got to pick anybody. She chose to pick a very terrible franchise.
Hey, at least it's not the Sabres.
Yeah, this is true. And we just interviewed 4 guys from Buffalo last week, so definitely at least it's not the Sabres.
That's the worst go-to. Come on. The Sabres, you had to pick on them again. I think San Jose is better than Detroit too at this point, right now, maybe.
Yeah, I would say so. It's a good battle. Good battle at the bottom.
I'm a big Marlowe guy though. So San Jose, they had a long ride with him. They got some of his best years. He's a stud.
Yeah.
When we got rid of Vlasic, I was really upset.
Really? The guys.
Yeah, he was a big factor to our team, and as soon as he left that year, we were literally losing like every game.
How'd you feel about Jumbo Joe getting out of there? Still too soon?
Yeah, and I'm gonna be sad when Burnsy leaves.
Yeah, that's happening too. You know that.
What a guy.
Yeah, all around, dude. I think he's like, we talk about the new breed of like offensemen all the time. He's definitely like that. He's the new breed of defenseman. Like, look at the guys like we have like Jensen and Dylan, and they really turn on that offensive factor. You know, like he's so crucial at that.
Yeah, I actually saw him in person once at my district game in San Jose when we played there.
Nice.
We played against the Seattle team like in a shootout, and he was literally just casually standing behind the glass talking to some kid from the LA Junior Kings. And I looked to my right, and I'm like, that's Brett Burns. And I only knew that because of his beard.
Right.
That thing is enormous.
Really?
I feel like it's hard to recognize a lot of hockey players too. Like we talked about this before. It's like it's just when they're not in uniform, like when they don't have the helmet on, it's like it's almost hard to recognize what their face is. Like it's weird. Yeah. That too in the name. It's always nice to have the name on the back, but it doesn't get to happen every time. So I gotta ask, you're attendee. What's your number? What's your hockey number? What do you rock?
Number 1.
Number 1.
Classic.
OG is let's go. Is there a reason behind it?
Well, okay, so I used to be number 93, and there wasn't a reason for that. I just picked a random number like when I was 14, and I liked it, I guess.
Right.
And so then I stuck with it, but then when college rolled around, I wasn't allowed to have that because you had to have a certain goalie number. And so the options were like 30, 31, 32, 35, whatever. Right. And then 1. And I was like, give me that number.
Yeah.
And I had that number in high school hockey too for the boys team. Nice. So then I was like, I'm just going to steal this number. I'm just going to keep it forever. So then I was like, all right, that's what we got.
Yeah. Make it yours and run with it in college. That's so dope. So this being your senior year, you got to play 3 seasons then before everything happened? Or were you coming?
No, I'm a junior right now. I'm going to be.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you got to play 2, then this happened, and you're hopefully getting to play this year coming up, right?
Apparently we can redshirt too, so I could play like when I'm trying to do my master's if I wanted to.
Okay. Master's program. What are you currently studying now?
Social work.
Social work. Okay. So you go for your master's, and what would your master's be in that? I'm not a college guy.
Well, it basically just like my goal is to I wanted to work with children.
Yeah.
But then like a lot of the internships that I have that I'm signing up for is more of like a nursing home setting. So honestly, I'm kind of just put me wherever. And if I like it, I like it. And if I don't, then I know. And then I can hopefully find somewhere else. But I'm not too picky. I just want the career field. So.
Yeah, for sure. Well, at least you found like you know what you want to do. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like you're already going that route. So I guess now, like you said, you're applying for internships, and then what do you have to have a certain amount of like hours before you can get like cert and everything like that?
Yeah. So the people that are on campus have to have at least 100 hours because they're in person and they can actually go to those places. For the Zoom people, they have to have at least 40 hours. So you can do like trainings online and like attend like certain social work meetings to get those hours. So
that's legit. No, I know a few people, and that's I knew a little bit. I know a couple people in social work. That's why I was curious.
You don't know nobody in social work.
I don't know, man. I don't know much. Well, let's shift gears. So walk me through. Like we're cruising the IG, checking it out. Like, tell me all about it. So you're in Alaska. So this is what was really cool is that everything makes sense. You ski, like you go hiking, like you do it all. Like, is there, do you ski over snowboard? Have you tried snowboarding, or are you just a skier?
So I've done skiing like 3 times in my life since I've been here, but only because I'm really hesitant because of hockey season. I don't want to injure myself during hockey season because then that would make me so sad. So I went this year because I knew I didn't have hockey, and if I did injure myself, thank God I didn't, knock on wood. Then I'd have time to recover, and Yeah. So I wanted to try snowboarding, but I didn't have anyone to take me, and I'm obviously not going to go by myself.
And snowboarding's super hard too. Like that's not the move. I'm a skier for sure. Snowboarding's hella hard.
I think a lot of hockey players are, but I don't know. I just feel like I don't have the balance for it. I don't know.
On a snowboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the double strap. It's like double locked in for me. Like having both feet on one thing and I can't bail. Like there's no bailing. Like you're locked in, you're committed. You're either slamming on your face or you're breaking your ass. Like that doesn't work for me. Like skis are where it's at, dude. And maybe I'm sure it is because like we skate and stuff. Because I was literally trying to like describe it how like I was like there's edges like even on skis. I was like you just got to hit your edges and like you're so straight. Silk, do you ski? You're looking at me like
I've never done it. I don't know. I've never done it either. Never.
What?
Oh, I played hockey and then that's all I did.
We gotta get you on some slopes, bro.
And I mean, it's not summertime, wakeboard, but there's not many mountains and no.
Man, I can't wakeboard. You can wakeboard?
Yeah, I can wakeboard.
I can't wakeboard. Do you do water sports? You got water sports there too, I'm assuming? All the frozen ponds, right? They gotta melt.
Yeah, we got lakes.
My brain.
have an ocean.
Jeez,
that's not it. We don't have anything that there. I mean, you'll go on so we have a highway called the like it's on the way to Girdwood, which is like the Seward Highway. It's one of the most dangerous highways ever. Fun fact.
Interesting.
But
Gabi Google.
Gabi Google got it all. Why is it dangerous though? You got to drop that. You can't just skip right over that either. Like
so basically when you're driving out of town, there's two sides of the road, obviously like any highway. And you're to the left of you as you're going out is mountain and to the right is the ocean. And when you're driving, once you're like probably like 15 minutes out, the one lane turns into two. And so the person to your left of you can go past you, obviously, and they speed up. So when they pass you, the person is obviously like this. And so sometimes people get irritated because the person that cut them off is driving slow and they want to go around them. So the dotted lines start coming up and the single thing go around them. Well, the speed limit is like 70 to 75 miles per hour. The other side's coming and sometimes there's blind corners. So people always hit each other because they want to decide to pass someone on a corner. So that's why it's the most dangerous highway, because there's a lot of blind sides and people pass each other when they really shouldn't.
I was expecting like polar bears, like maybe poachers, like you're not allowed to leave Alaska. Yo. That's where my brain went. Like I was like, it's got to be real danger. Like I wasn't thinking other motorists. Well, that makes sense. But I do like the sound of a 75 mile an hour speed limit though. Yeah, like I could use more of that. That's why I love when we go to Pennsylvania. Can't keep up.
My car starts beeping at 70 miles per hour.
No, we gotta cut that out.
I used to have a Honda Civic that couldn't even go 75. It would take like a day to get to 60. It was brutal.
Did we share that car?
Huh?
Was it the purple?
Yeah,
people?
we shared it. Yeah, and we just got and Yardbirds has got it now, and he just put a motor into it. Shout out to Yardbirds. So he's got that car running again.
Didn't beat
best story.
Interesting.
Yeah, sorry. I've got to do a side tangent. This car. So this is a purple Honda Civic. Okay, it's a 1995 purple Honda Civic, and as I'm learning, that car is older than you. So like the crank windows, you know what those are? Fucking crank windows. Like this car was it. It served its purpose. It was one of the best little cars I ever had. Anywho, we're hockey players, obviously. So what do you do in a small car like that? You put your hockey sticks like down the passenger door, right? So I've got like 3 hockey sticks down the passenger door, and I pick up one of my buddies. He's like hammered drunk, and he opens the door and he's like, "Oh my God!" He's like, "How fast is this car?" He thought it was a roll cage. I was like, so he thought it was a roll cage. He was like, "Whoa, man, how fast is this thing?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? How fast is this?" I was like, "Get in here and shut the door." Like, what is going on?
Yo, who was that?
Shout out to Adam. So it's Birds and his buddy Adam. This guy Adam, he's a riot,
that's
dude.
Hilarious. He naturally assumed you had a race car because of the roll. The hockey sticks
just as who we are, like, and he was just like, "Whoa,
that's wild."
Most dangerous road in Alaska.
No,
wait,
did she tell us? Did you say something about when you got since you've been here? Yeah, when you said since you've been here, you've skied 3 times. Are you not originally from Alaska?
Did I say since I've been here?
Yeah, you did. You said since I've been here, I've skied 3 times. I'm sorry. Did I miss you?
I'm born and raised.
Okay then.
All
Shit.
right.
I swear.
Yeah.
I heard that. I'm gonna check the recording. I'm gonna listen to this episode.
Say he's got to edit it. So
when I'm editing it, I'm gonna hear it 8 times. So either I'm right or wrong, and I'll let you know when I edit. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
anyways,
no.
all right then. So next question then would be: did you say
no? Wait, we're not even done here. Most dangerous road in Alaska.
Okay.
And now we know why.
Talking about your purple car.
Oh, that was it. It was just a stupid race car
small
thing.
bit.
Oh my gosh, there's so many different things happening right now.
Yeah, that was a small bit. That's when my brain works. I'm sorry. I saw something. I was like,
sorry.
Purple car. Because it's a great story. But yeah, sorry. Most dangerous road. Most dangerous road in Alaska.
She already told us about it, bro. What are you talking about?
But I cut her off. We found out why it's the most.
Yeah,
we found out why it was the most dangerous. Oh, was it over?
Yeah, that's why I said next question.
Oh man, my brain, dude.
The purple car got you. You started talking about
it. Did I really enjoyed? I really enjoyed that purple car.
It was really random.
Yeah.
All right, that's all right. How old were you when you started skating?
I was 3.
You were 3.
Yeah.
3 years old. That's the magic number. I think 3, 4 to start it. 10 years old to realize you're going to be a goalie.
Are you an only child? You had brothers, sisters?
I have a brother and I have a sister.
They play?
My sister does not. My brother does.
Goalie?
Yeah.
No.
So you had a lot of practice then, huh? He shot on you a lot.
We actually, okay, so long story short, another one. My mom got divorced and got remarried, and so my brother's actually my stepbrother.
Okay.
And we moved in together in 2010. And when we moved in, my stepdad built us a rink in our backyard. So I would go in my gear and he would shoot. Yeah. So
that's so legit. I think we
turned into a good story. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I think we touched on this
that's
before we started. I'd never really been on a real ODR, but I remember like I was so young, man. My dad made a rink out back of my house. I want to say it was 96. When was that? Was that the blizzard we had in Maryland, like 1996, 96, 97? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure my dad built an ODR for us. Like he put like 4x4s up, like and he ran the hose. Like I'm pretty sure, I got to confirm, but like I'm pretty sure he did it. He'll let me know after this is this. So
been on one?
Yeah, but like not a real one. I mean, that's as real as it gets. My dad made it, but like not like a lake or a pond. But like just the opportunity alone to even have like something in your backyard like that. How fucking cool is that?
That's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, but I remember if I fell, like I remember we did have it because I remember I fell, and if my
now you remember. Yeah,
because the memory it's coming. It's just all recall. It's got to come back. There's a lot of fog up there, a lot of years of fog. And I remember I fell and like my skate cut the tarp thing, and my dad's like, "You can't be cutting the tarp," because I remember it would affect the ice because it wouldn't. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just going off on something. Maybe that was another memory forming in there.
We're here. You're the host. Tell us the story. We're not mad. We want to hear your
I don't know
your story.
I put it together the best I could. I don't know. But what I do want to do is I'm going to tell you this ghost story because we were talking about it right before Gabi joined us.
Oh, you're going to bring her in on this.
Oh yeah, I'm going to go to it. I wanted to get her genuine reaction because like she's going to be like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" All right, so I just moved into this new house, and new to me. The house was already built, but new to me. And like we're settling in. We've been here for like a month, and like I was telling Silk, like I get this feeling that I'm being like watched sometimes, or like I can feel like someone. I just feel like there's something looking at me, right? And it's a weird feeling. Like I don't like to the point where I'm in my bedroom. Like I'll be like laying down, and like I'll look over, like and expect. And like expect to see something like standing there. And then I'm like, what would you even do if there was something standing there? What are you gonna do? Scream like scream and then cover my face? Like, I can't see you, you can't see me, dog. Like, is that what I'm gonna revert to? Is like that what I'm gonna do? So, and like I'm sitting there and it's to the point where like I'm sitting there and like I'll have my phone and I'll get that feeling again, and literally I'll just turn the flashlight on real fast. And like
you're a grown man laying in bed, rolling over with a flashlight.
Yeah, flashlight. I'm gonna get you. Where you at? Like
this is why I said I was worried. This is why I said in the beginning.
Yeah. So look, I'm getting goosebumps right now. I'm getting goosebumps right now just talking about it, and I have to keep looking at this door because like that's what, like it's right past this door. It's like right over there, and like it's the only room in the house I get that feeling is in the bedroom. Oh, and I left out a pretty big important part. So there's like security cameras in the house that I don't use yet. Maybe I shouldn't air this part. Maybe. I use the security cameras and they're like, so I don't know, like there's one over the garage, but there's one like in my bedroom and I have it covered. Like I have it covered with a shirt. It's put a shirt over the camera. But like, I get worried all the time. That I'm like, what if this guy is like logging into his security? Cause I never put it in my name because I was like, it's another bill. I like just can't take on right now. And I'm like, what if this guy's logging in and clocking me and Stevie over here? Because I get that feeling too. Am I crazy?
I don't know. I'm just worried.
I don't know either.
You should have asked him when you bought the house.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
You bring up a good point. So he left me the information for it, like, and everything. And the company's called me and I'm like, bro, like, I can't, like, I want to get it. Like, I don't want people to know that I don't have security. Like, I mean, cameras, I have security, just not the cameras activated. What am I talking about? And I'm like, I want to get it done, but like, I just can't do it right now. So it's just inoperable. I should probably ask the security company. Be like, yo, does anyone still have access to this account?
Wild.
It's a real concern of mine.
Welcome to the
reason there's ghosts in the house, huh?
Man, maybe.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe the cameras are in the bedroom because he felt the same way and he wanted to see if something was going on. Oh,
this is not.
That's why he told it. We just solved the mystery.
See, that's aggressive. That's really aggressive. I'm getting nervous, man. I got to sleep in this place tonight, and like for the next 30 years, or until I decide to sell it.
You just
better get on it.
You just gotta own it, bro. Walk around there. Get off the vibe. This is my house. You won't leave, spirit. Leave, you know spirits. My house. You gotta walk around naked, just eat a sandwich.
You know what helps?
What helps?
I read something one time.
Oh.
You ready for this?
Gabi Google, drop it. Let's go.
Get beans, coffee beans, and put them around your bed on the floor. Spirits won't touch you.
Huh. I'm glad you clarified coffee beans because I went straight to like pork and beans.
Did you go to garbanzo beans? That's what my first thought was. Garbanzo beans. I've always wanted to put them on my floor.
I was thinking baked beans. I was like, man, that's gonna be messy with all that.
Yeah, Gabi Google said just pour it around the bed.
Pour your baked beans around your bed. Ain't no spirits come around you no more. I swear.
Is that Bush's secret? It keeps the ghosts away.
Coffee beans. I guess it doesn't matter if it's Colombian or not, huh?
So it's like whole coffee beans? Like that's the thing?
Pre-grind.
Come around, right on the edge of your bed on the ground.
Do it. If you do it tonight, you should do it tonight. Yeah. And then
if it works, better make a video about it or something, like vlog.
Yeah, well, yeah. I might have to crack into the TikTok lane of, I don't even want to say the words, scary ghosts.
I think hashtag spirit world. Oof.
No.
What if your house is another dimension?
I don't want to.
Oh,
exactly. I don't want that. I was just getting ready to say, I don't want to enter that energy.
What if the FBI
energy
shows up while you're sleeping and it's like, this is a private sector?
Time is out. Can we stop this? This is like, my anxiety.
I'm sorry. Because after I said everything, I was like, damn, he's got to sleep there tonight.
Yeah. It's all fun for the show. It's all fun for the show till we turn off and you guys go back to where you are and I'm here alone. Like it's not
you
cool.
Better keep your eyes open.
Bro, just a nightlight. I'm not mad.
I can't. I gotta sleep I gotta have the darkness. But
then I have I have a nightlight in my bathroom and I just leave the bathroom door open and it comes down to the bedroom a little bit. Because you gotta see when you're walking at night to go pee-pee,
That's more spooky.
Or you can get the little LED light strips and put it on red. And no, actually, don't put it on red.
Not on red?
You
want me to wake up at night?
Don't do the beads. Do not do the beads trick.
Okay,
No.
so she's got coffee beans everywhere, red lights. What's next?
I was gonna say, if you turn the lights down all the way, you still have light in there. It's light enough for you to see, but also dark enough. So there's something in there. Because if you do white or like blue or something, it's gonna be still really bright.
Yeah,
I'm
do
tracking.
that.
That's
Do
why
the
I'm saying.
I don't.
You didn't let
next
me finish
thing.
the
Next,
story.
yeah, beans, red lights. Next thing it's gonna be some chant thing. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I don't know about
Gotta lay
that.
in your
But
bed
yeah,
and do a
You better
chant.
pray tonight. You better
See,
pray.
I told you it was coming. Pray. Now you gotta pray. It's gonna get
So
wild.
look. All right, so
Follow
look,
those
this is real. This is about to get really real. This is a real big
Okay.
fear of mine. So yes, you said pray. I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to knock on the clouds. And I thought about that because I have a cross on the wall over here, like in the room that all this stuff is the feelings that I'm getting in. And my biggest fear is rolling over and just watching that thing like in turn.
Like
Bro.
those scary.
Yeah, like
Why though? You should have. Oh, here we go. This is
Have
just who
faith.
we
I
are.
should
We're about
have
to.
faith.
You should have faith, and even if it does that, you should sit up and be like, "Nice try, bro. I got a good
Nah,
relationship.
dog.
I'm
Nah,
good here.
you can't.
Good here. I'm with
You're not
Christ.
welcome.
I'm just saying,
You're
if
not
that's what you
welcome.
believe in, you have the cross on the wall. Obviously, that's your faith. You should
Yeah, it's
have
just
faith.
yeah.
You shouldn't let it scare
All
you. That's
good.
how you should go to sleep too. Like, watch me sleep. Christ watching. You gotta be like
Watch me
that. You gotta have
sleep.
that type of attitude about it, bro.
Rain your blessings on me.
Fuck you, demons. Sleeping tonight.
Don't stir them up, man. I don't want them to.
Can they hear me?
Don't be
Here's
aggressive.
the thing. This is how I would get worried. Right now, I think that's in your head. I think maybe you might have a couple beers before you go to bed every night. Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
That's aggressive.
Has anything moved? Like you woke up and it's moved somewhere it wasn't, or like the doors
All right, so
cracked
look.
open and you know it was shut.
I
Then I'll get worried.
should have had the TV channel Ghost Hunters come here because there's. Oh, man, it's getting so real. The more I talk about it,
I have
the more
goosebumps.
real
Keep
it
going.
gets.
Keep going. I have goosebumps.
Yeah, bro.
I want to
So,
feel it
but
with
here's
you
the
so I
thing.
can walk away though.
Here's the thing. Here's the good thing. So long story short, I ordered furniture, Gabby, and it got canceled and never got delivered. So I don't have furniture right now. So I ordered new furniture. So here's the thing. There's nothing in my room to move. Like my clothes are in boxes on the floor.
Bullshit, dude. You know what I'm
So
saying.
listen.
Okay.
So this is what I'm getting to. It's not moving in my bedroom. It's moving in the garage, which is on the other end of the house, bro. Like the bedroom's here, the garage is. These drawers on my toolbox keep opening. Like I'll come in the garage, I'll go inside, I'll go back out and be like, I didn't open those drawers. Like they'll just and so like Stevie's like, well, man, maybe the garage isn't level and they're kind of.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, but they should lock.
Toolbox.
Yeah,
exactly. They don't. It locks, but like I don't have it.
But
locked,
you should have like
it sits.
Yeah.
Like it have a lip.
Yeah.
Like it sits on a lip, and I'm like, bro, how do these keep opening?
Shut it and lock it and see if it doesn't.
I guess that's the next move, but it's just getting real. Like
the key there, if there's a key, put it on top of the lid and see if.
She's always asking you to do the most. The beans, lights, leave a key with a letter. She's got. I wouldn't do that. Don't leave it.
You want to be on the good side of the spirit. Whoever.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What do you think? What's he borrowing tools?
I'm gonna leave a pudding cup out tonight. Like that's what I was gonna do.
Next, just leave milk and cookies, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got an extra pudding cup. I bought because they come in packs of 4.
No,
keep the pudding cup.
No milk and cookies. You gotta leave a beer can there on the top of the toolbox.
Beer can. We can do that. I can leave one of those there. I'm gonna get sage.
Woman? What if it's a woman? We always assume it's a male spirit. What if it's a woman spirit? She don't want beer. Maybe she wants goat's
martini.
What if she wants goat's blood?
Then put some wine.
See, red lights and beans. This is where I go. Sorry.
We're gonna get some sage. I also decided while we were sitting here talking about this, I'm gonna get some sage and we're gonna burn some sage in this camp.
You should. And you should pray. You should pray like Jesus music real loud and just
gonna get some energy going. Get some
good
vibes.
Yeah, meditate. Meditate might be creepy if you can't sleep. That could be creepy, actually.
Yeah. So I didn't
imagine meditating and open your eyes and there's just something standing there.
Stop.
Oh my God.
You don't get it. You don't get it. I have to sleep here.
No, you don't.
I was getting ready to say I haven't meditated in the house in the last 3 days. I've been meditating in my van. That sounded creepy. My work van.
Okay, Scooby-Doo. Chill.
Yeah. But I've been meditating in there.
It's time for really. You got to get Laura in there.
Yeah, that's what
she's
coming in,
and then she's already in your bedroom. You go to sleep. She's already. You're more comfortable. You don't got to worry about it.
That's the thing is I don't have the dog. Like the dog isn't my piece. The dog isn't here.
Dogs,
because the dog will be like,
know.
yo, that's like
they
a ghost.
perk up. Dogs, they perk up. They
because like she was, man. Now I'm thinking more. She was staring off the other day. And you know what it is? I got these dumbass mirrors for doors on my closet too. We gotta get those off here. Those are Laura already said
mirrors are a door of the spirit world, man. I'm just
all right, this has become too much about me. I apologize, but I just had to share. I had to share that not a ghost story. It's not a ghost story. I had to share this weird thing that I've been thinking about. That's what it is.
Just make sure you don't drop those mirrors because once they crack, you're screwed.
It sounds like he's already screwed with the ghost. I mean, you're perfectly fine. There's no ghosts.
You guys are just dropping more facts for things for me to worry about.
Just make sure you got coffee beans. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going out to Food Line tonight and getting coffee beans, like whole coffee beans.
Is Steve on the same floor as you, or
no? He's below.
Does he have anything?
No, he's fine down there.
Nothing. He never feels like he's being watched. Nothing gets moved. Nothing. No. It's just you. It's in your head, bro.
Okay, it's in my head.
You have a roommate. He's not experiencing something. If that house was haunted or something, it wouldn't just be. I don't know. Unless you're the easy target.
Stop. It's because I'm the most acceptable. No, I'm just.
Oh man.
I'm the one who's gonna lay like.
I like to play devil's advocate. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you.
I'm the one who's gonna like be like, hey, what's that noise? Should I investigate it? No, I'm like, I know I shouldn't. As I walk towards the noise, I'm the guy in the movie who dies first. Like that's me. Like I'm the one who confirms, hey, there is a killer. He killed me. Like that's how I'm that character. Unfortunately,
he gave you the beans, so
I'm gonna be the coffee bean character now. I know what's up.
Get yourself a can of pork and beans too, and eat them while you're doing it.
Might as well. Might as well. I'm not gonna pour them on the carpet. Just pour them in the sheets. Pour them in the sheets. I'm not even opening that can of beans and near the bed because I know what's gonna happen. Even if I put that thing on like a granite table, it'll fall over in my bed. Like that's just destiny.
It's destiny.
All right, we did a lot of talking about coffee beans, pork and beans, and putting things around. It's just
sorry. We normally get this off track.
This happens. Sorry. Back to Gabi Google in Alaska. You talked about it earlier. So you don't experience any of the 24 hours a day, 24 hours of darkness where you are. You don't experience that?
No, the only place that does, I think, is Barrow.
Yeah, that's like all the way to the tip top. My uncle lived there. See, look, now this is what happens when we jump back to Alaska. My uncle was stationed in Alaska for a couple of years or a year, and he dealt with that. And he was like, man, it's really bright and it's really dark. Like for real, like all the time. Speaking of that, have you seen that movie, 30 Days of Night? You haven't seen it either?
No, what's it about?
It's vampires in Alaska.
Oh, I have seen that movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like it's a pretty.
I've seen that movie. Shit, good.
How long has it been since that movie's been out?
I don't know.
But like that was one of the first movies with vampires where I was like, yo, like these vampires are savage. Like it's like they were scary vampires. Like they were really gonna mess you up. 30 Days of Night. I gotta get on this Google. 2010 is when that came out. So you were 10 years old.
Movies, wow. Speaking of movies, what you got a go-to hockey movie, Gabi?
Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks is the good
favorite.
I haven't seen the new one. Have you guys?
No. I'm watching that trash.
No, I'm afraid.
I don't want to. It's not the same.
It's not the same. And they could have gone so many different directions with like the old cast being involved. Like they could have done it so cool when they didn't. And now the Ducks are the good. They're good. So now they're the bad guys. Like, I'm over it.
I'm a big fan of the Ducks. My favorite. What was the Duck one where they played? Was it District 5 hockey team? Was that before they were Ducks?
That's one.
Yeah, that's the OG.
Number 2 is the Olympics. Number 3 is high school.
Yeah, when Emilio drives the limo out on the ice. So that's number 1. That's the opening scene. Didn't they do one when they were in college too?
High school.
Edenbrook, or that was the high school one?
That's high school. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
JV
college.
versus varsity.
Oh, you're right. Which we know how that would go 9 times out of 10.
Depends on where I'm at. No, yeah, for sure. I thought they could have. They should have done. They could have done a college one though. But now I'm thinking about it. That would have been kind of tight. Hockey doesn't get any love, man. Hockey gets no love when it comes to that stuff. Like, how sick would it be if HBO? Oh, I'm supposed to not say anything, keep it on the down low, but I'll give you guys a look inside. HBO is releasing this series over in like from Europe or something, but it's like about club hockey, but it's like HBO like style, so it's dark.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks so good. So keep your eyes out for that, folks.
In Europe, though, huh? That's where it's taking place.
Yeah, and I watched like the preview video for it, and I was like, "This is so tight."
What's it called?
Can't tell you that because I don't know. I don't remember the name. I screen recorded it and it's in my phone, but it was like over a month ago, so there's at least 2,000 things.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of things behind that. Yeah.
So, but I'll shoot it over to you when I find it. I'll send it to your DMs. Yep.
Man, Mighty Ducks is your favorite movie. Have you seen the classics like Slapshot?
Piss, you didn't say Mystery Alaska, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, I was thinking I was gonna say that.
Well, it's mine. It's my favorite. It's my favorite movie.
It's a good movie, but Mighty Ducks is my childhood, so
yeah, for sure. Say Mystery Alaska. I'm still torn between like Slapshot, Miracle, Goons in there, like Youngblood. Like, have you seen Youngblood?
Youngblood's top 3.
Did you ever see the MVP one with the little monkey?
The monkey, yeah. When they went through all the animal movies, remember the dog played football?
That's Airbud.
I would. Yeah, Airbud. I'd tackle the fuck out of a German Retriever. German Shepherd.
No, he got that long tail too.
Yeah, that's you're going down, son.
Anyway,
that ankle. I'm just kidding. I had a bit about dogs last week, and I'm still getting over it. So everything's fine.
Yeah, that was wild.
I don't know, but Miracle's like one of the only hockey movies that like I can't just put on. Like, if I put on Miracle, I have to go do something after that. Like, I can't just chill. Like, no, I got to go work out or I got to go skate. Like, something's got to happen. Like, when you watch that movie, dude, I get chills just thinking about that movie.
Yeah. I love that movie, dude. I used to watch it on the way. Like.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Holding your stick. I know.
Yo, chill out. All right. It was a routine and it works. I was
going to say,
sleep with my stick. It's not a big
deal. Speaking of routine, Gabi Google, do you have any pregame rituals or anything that you keep going on game day?
I don't have anything that sticks with me because if I have a bad game during that ritual, I change it up as a superstition thing.
Oh, okay.
But I usually play the same playlist because I know what fired up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what really gets you going.
Oh yeah.
I do the same thing.
So I gotta know what's your number one playlist on that song? What's your number one song? You gotta spill it. You gotta do it.
I don't have a number one song. I actually have.
All right, give me a snippet. Give me a snippet out of that. Give me one band, one song.
I listen to anything, but not for like motivation, like pregame.
Oh, okay.
Just in general, I listen to anything, but like pregame, I'll listen to something that has like a good like bass drop or a good like beat, like EDM or like sometimes like rap. I'm just like, oh,
yeah.
You know, like, and then like other times you got like the SoundCloud Big Booty mix going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
SoundCloud
so I
Big
got
Booty.
like a little bit of everything. Just depends on my mood.
I like it. Whole portfolio. You know?
That seems more of your style, Silk. I'm a little heavier. I prefer the screaming and the loud music. Like, that's the way I go.
Yeah, I can't.
I want. But when I'm getting dressed, I like to be in my own zone, headphones. Yeah. I'm listening to rap, and then when it's time to get going, I get hyped up with the rap. I just like it loud. I want my face melted because I want to melt someone else's face. Like, that's the way I like to go into it. Can you imagine walking into a women's locker room, them blasting metal like that, getting pumped up? I'd be scared. I would be fucking scared. I'd be worried. I'm like, what's gonna happen out here?
Oh my god.
I need to be associated. I'd be like, can I join? Can I get on this? Can I like coach, assistant coach? What do you guys need? Let's get this going. Like, that's an energy.
You already can't underestimate women on ice because like I just had an incident last week at that private skate, and this lady came out. She's a little older, and I was like, I gotta be careful out here. Careful out here with her. You know what I'm saying? Gotta keep an eye on her. And sure enough, it happens. She out of position, not looking in. I'm in the neutral zone. She bumps into me, but I go to grab her stick so I don't knock her down, just because momentum. Bro, she cross checks the fuck out of me. I almost fell. I was like, holy shit.
Whoa.
Gotta be careful, bro. These ladies, man. Oof. Scary on skates.
This brings up another good topic. So when you played co-ed, like you skate out, dude, how do you feel like, is there any type of, just how he said, do they play soft on you? Like, do you like, is there something that you prefer, like a style of play, like just bring it normal? You know what I mean? Because some women I played with in the past are like, I've had a girl on my team in the past, and like everyone got like protective over that girl. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like, it was like weird. You know what I mean? You know where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Like, what do you prefer? Like, just bring it?
Yeah, honestly, just I want to be like one of the boys, like everybody else. I'm out here playing with the boys for a reason, so
Right.
I'm the one putting myself at risk if anything happens. Like, I'm willing to get hurt if I have to. I don't want to get hurt, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm sure. Puck's coming. You got to dive in front of it.
You're playing. You say you're about to play tonight. Are you playing in net or you're out?
So I have 2 skates tonight. I have one at 6:45. It's with girls playing goalie, and then tonight is mostly guys. We have 3 girls on our team. The other team we played last time didn't have a single girl on their team, but that's with guys tonight.
Right.
And I'm skating. So.
Nice.
So do you have there's a lot of female hockey players in your area then, just like with the college and everything, or?
A lot of them like moved, like either in the area where their college is, or a lot of them didn't even grow up here. Like the girl I mentioned earlier from St. Cloud, she's actually from Minnesota, but she moved here to play comp hockey for like 2 years, and then she's back in St. Cloud. So she actually.
Okay. That's legit. Man,
up.
you get 2 skates tonight. I haven't even touched ice like in like 3 weeks.
I would go insane.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm getting there. It's why I roll it. It's why I break out the blades every day. Like luckily my neighborhood, the street's real smooth. So luckily I can skate out there, and like we got the green biscuits going, and that's about all I get. But like,
not the same as ice. Not the same.
Hell no, bro. It's totally different. The speed's different. Everything's different.
Yeah, I'm pissed. I gotta take time off. I've been skating regularly.
The groin, right?
Yeah, you heard. Word travels fast. I'm so hurt. I don't know what to do. It's like I take off now with this tournament coming up. We're training for, but then I'm losing ice time before going into a tournament. That just sounds so bad. It's like I should just skate with the hurt groin. I don't know.
No.
Nah, bro.
It's the 3rd time. All right, I can take it this time. I'm ready.
Okay, Naverth. Okay, do you want to have it?
Game, and then you can't play the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, and then you're poopy pants McGee, and I'm not dealing with it.
Yeah. Fuck, you're right.
Rest, ice, repeat, bro.
I guess I could try to, like, if I rest now, I can at least maybe try to get like 1 or 2 skates in like the week before, a week of.
I would just try to get that 1 skate right before the game.
Yeah.
You don't have access to. You've been going back to the gym. You got access to a spin bike now, yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, sit on that spin bike, bro.
Yeah.
Sit on that spin bike.
The crazy part is though, like we talked about it in a previous episode. I've been doing these mobility exercises. I've been more like firm about it, just to prevent things. And then I go figure, I get it in a fucking private skate. Such horseshit. Wild.
It's weird too, because like, I was literally just talking about bringing yoga back. Remember we talked about that too? Like I was talking about bringing yoga back into the routine. Do you do any yoga or anything like that to stay limber?
Not like a class or anything. I kind of just do my own thing. Like work.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Don't think I'm in the classes like showing.
Yeah, I'm a YouTube on the TV in the living room kind of guy.
Yeah, this isn't me.
Not,
I do
not
have
the hot yoga.
No, I sweat it regardless, so it's always hot yoga. But like I just break out my little blue mat, lay her down, and I get after it.
Yeah, I usually do it after my workouts, especially leg day, because I did legs yesterday and my hips are so tight today. I woke up and I was like, oh my God.
You gotta stretch after leg day. I bought a foam roller too. That's been a blessing to have.
You know, I really want a Theragun.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, I've been preaching on it. I got one in October. Game changer. Everything. Hands. What'd you say?
They're so expensive.
No, they're really affordable now, like on Amazon and stuff like that. They've got ones down around like 150, 125. I just don't know the longevity. That's the only thing I'd be concerned with buying something like that, is longevity. But like you have to get one, especially with how much you're playing and how much like you're training and stuff like that. Like I got it because I'm older. Like I needed help because I literally was going to a chiropractor twice a week. Like I'm beat up. Like we got some miles on this thing over here. And it's like I use the Theragun forearms, my hands, bicep, like anytime I worked out, my shoulders, my neck, my girl, her back, because she's got a little bit of the scoliosis going on. So I'm getting there with that thing. Like, dude, it is a game changer. Like I recommend it. You got to do it. You got to ask.
I'm gonna get one.
You got to get one. You got to get one. That might be a mom dad call like, hey, we gotta make this happen. We gotta make this happen.
Yeah, our school has them in the little training rooms, like
That's dope.
Yeah, so every time I would like finish a workout or anything and my legs were killing me, I'm like, can I get the Theragun? They're like, well, you got to put heat on your legs first. I'm like, fine. And then they're like, all right, let me see your legs. And first, right when they put it on my leg, I'm like, oh my God, this hurts so bad, but it is such a like relief.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like the best, worst pain ever, especially when you're sore and you're just like, if you just fight through it, like my girl doesn't like, she'll be hitting my back sometimes. I'll be like, just push, like, even though I make a noise, I'm like she'll kind of pull up. I'm like, nah, I'm like, you need to dig in right there and let it, and like, cause I do that shit to her. She'll be like, ow. I'm like, no, ow. Like, you enjoy this. Like it's because this is what needs to happen. You just got to separate all that muscle. You know what I mean? Like, it can definitely do some damage if you're too aggressive for sure. But I'm a big fan. Silk, you gotta get on the train, bro.
I'll try to.
You gotta get on it.
I prefer the hands-on, full body, but the gun, I was gonna more or less try to get it from my forearms. My forearm is just unreal sometimes after workouts, especially after games, obviously. But my forearm gets so tight, bro, and I cannot get the knots out of. I get so weird about it too. I'll be on like a wall with like a golf ball, just anything, and I can't get it out. It's like it gets up right by my elbow, and it's just stuck there. It's a little,
Yeah, we gotta get you a gun because I get like tendonitis because I'm old. I get like tendonitis in my elbows and stuff like that. So I'll work the inside of my elbow, like all that forearm, like down through here, and then I'll work the top side. Oh, it's a game changer, dude. Relieves it, and you can get your grip back because sometimes I'll be losing my grip. Like I don't have like I can't squeeze as hard as I normally would want to squeeze. And I'll be like, oh, what the fuck going on here? I got me to.
Hey, do you have a custom like helmet or anything? You got any cool goalie pads? What's your setup looking like? That's my favorite part about goalies is like the creativity you guys get to express with like your equipment.
Yeah, all that extra swag. It's not even fair.
No, I'd probably have all white pads personally, but
I have all white stuff.
No,
all white.
That's dope. I should remember that. I've seen it, but that's what I would do. I like Carey Price's all red setup too, but all white's classy.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invest into a paint job. His name's Tony Jarrett. I don't know if you guys have heard of him or seen him. Well, I mentioned him what I want on my helmet, and he said that he could probably do something. So I think what I'm going to do is if I ship my helmet to him, he pays for the shipment, but I just have to pay for the painting itself, and then he paints it and sends it back. So I think I'm going to do that since it's like my senior year technically.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have that, and then when I come back, I'm going to have at least a paint job on my helmet.
Yeah, that's legit. What were you? No, I mean, spoiler alert. If you're going to drop it, what you got a theme, or what do you work? You going to let him freestyle it, or?
So I gave him what I wanted to do, and then he said he's just gonna. I was like, you can just put it however you want. But I told him I wanted something with like the outline of Alaska, probably on the back plate. And then our logo is like a cat. It's like we're called AmCats because of Anna Maria College.
Right.
I don't know, like a mean cat in a way. So I told him put the logo somewhere, and then our slogan is "Ring the Bell."
Okay.
So I told put our slogan somewhere on there, and then my last name on the chin, and then if he can incorporate the number 1 somewhere in there.
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty much, it's just like simple small things.
Yeah. They got the eye for that shit. All those dudes, like, they're so talented with like, I'm sure it's gonna be fire. Don't even worry about that. Tell me about the slogan though. Ring the bell. That's like the team's motto.
It's like our whole campus thing.
Oh, okay.
So all the sports and stuff, it's like ring the bell, like basically like give the opponent like a hard time, like you want to win, like ring the bell, you go for the win, basically.
Yeah, I'm in for that. I love a good motto. I didn't know which way we were going with ringing the bell, but I like that, like bringing and charging in. I'm down for that. I didn't know we were like ringing after victory, like bam, bitch. Like I didn't know what we were doing. But no, that's so dope. So then that's like sport wide, you said at the school, because I was gonna say some, like I know where I was, like where we did stuff, like some teams had their own thing. That's dope. Well, I've never been to college either, really, so I'm assuming the whole college is probably all
just
the same
parties
page. Yeah, just the parties. Never attended. What you got, Silk?
Nothing. I got nothing.
Oh, I thought you were right.
No,
I know.
I know.
I'm just rapping.
Yeah, you're going good.
Sorry. So coming into your senior year, possibility of redshirting. Like you mentioned that earlier. So if you did that, would that mean you wouldn't play this year, and then you would get an opportunity at the full next season next year then?
Yeah, well, our season right now is over. It's been done.
Right. I keep forgetting because we're in between seasons and I'm trying to remember that you're a junior going into your senior year. So yes, yeah, we're on the tail end. I keep thinking that it's getting ready to start. I'm so bad at this. I apologize. So that'd be a better question, like 6 months. That'd be a great question. No, but so you're just looking forward to your future there, senior year. You've already got your career kind of mapped out, like where you want to go. You're lining up these internships. Do you see, I mean, what do you see for hockey for you after college? Are you just going to keep staying after it?
Yeah, I mean, with like hockey and stuff, I'll probably just join like a local team like I have here, just join something, just do it for fun. And then my career, hopefully, and just trying to stay active. I don't even know where I want to live, to be honest with you. My mom's like, where do you want to live here? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, well, your sister and your brother are going to live here. And I was like, doesn't mean I have to.
Right. Yeah, true shit. I
was going to ask,
I'm the only one that left. Fuck it.
Yeah. Is that something normal, like in your town? Like, do a lot of people normally leave or do people normally stay?
A lot of people that I know are like, they come back after they leave if they do.
Right.
Really?
It's tough, man, getting out there, especially now. I think it's only gotten harder. You know what I mean? Like I did it like 8 years ago when I was 24. I picked up and moved and left and came back. So it happens. Like it happens, I don't know, it seems a lot harder at your age now than it was like when we were moved out, because we moved out young. You know what I mean? I think it's a lot harder nowadays to be like 18, 20, 21 and then be like, I'm going to get a place. Like that seems almost impossible.
Yeah.
So when you're at your college there, are you staying on campus then? Well, you're Zoom, my bad, but they do offer on campus housing and stuff.
Yeah.
That's legit. I've never stayed. I couldn't even imagine staying in a dorm. I've worked in dorms, but I couldn't imagine staying in one. That's such a commitment,
Didn't you just tell us a story in the last episode about, was that you? The dorm story?
No, that wasn't me. That may have been one of the boys off the other pod.
Oh, I swear I thought someone told a dorm story about a bathroom.
Oh yeah, I said,
that was you.
That was me. I never
was
like
someone
officially.
else's dorm.
That was someone else's dorm. We didn't go to college. We just partied there. That was
sorry. I was there.
I'm gonna tell Gabby now because she needs to know. But that was a story.
Does she?
Well, she's gonna find out. That was a story. It'll be up to her to decide. That was a story where like that was the first time I ever knew that like college dorms had like unisex bathrooms. I didn't know that. So like I busted in this bathroom. There's like a girl in there like showering and I'm like vomiting like in the toilet. And I'm like, well, this isn't awkward. Like, she's like, you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. It was just weird for me, especially at like 3 a.m., like blacked out drunk, and you stumble in there. And I was like, am I in the right one? A lot of thoughts happen. Like you see how fast like my brain changes here. Imagine like what really happens like that I don't say out loud. It's really fast in there. So that was just something I was concerned about being at a college dorm room. That was a unisex bathroom. But yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, hey, man.
Have you been following the women's tour? Were you following all that? Boston Pride just won.
Oh, me? Yeah.
Is that something that's maybe crossed your mind with them trying to grow the game to something maybe after your senior year? If you have a great year, maybe you could reach out and try to help influence the game. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, I mean, I've had actually like a lot of younger goalies even reach out to me, or even regular hockey players, and I mean, they're like, what do I do? Like, what, any tips on this or this? And I'm like, I'm willing to help. Like, sure, I'll help you. So
that's awesome. That's awesome that you have that out.
Yeah, that's legit.
Where you're in a position where you can help. That's tight.
To say with your social media growing too, like Instagram and like TikTok, like that could be. I mean, those are the future platforms that are just taking over. So I mean, bringing something like that in like a women's league, like that could be next level for you, for real.
True.
Yeah, you could just kind of grab on that and run with it. I mean, that would be, the exposure alone would be so legit. What are they doing with that league, Jesse? Can you catch me up on all that?
Bro, they didn't even have a league. It got canceled.
Oh, they're just trying to get it going, right?
And then they did this sponsored tour to kind of gain awareness for women.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, or for women's hockey to be exact, which I think is huge because women should have an option after college. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. I mean, Gabby, that was awesome. Thanks for joining us. We had a great time with you. Thanks for breaking down what it's like to be in Alaska, a college hockey player. I mean, you broke it down for us. It was pretty legit. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being a beaut too and repping the brand, repping
killed
the
it with the photos.
brand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that. That was awesome.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
That means a lot.
We need
for
that.
real. Like,
we need that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's really the best we can do. And that's what we always tell people. I'm like, just like it. So no, that's dope. Thanks for being here, though. We really appreciate it. Go on ahead and plug your IG and plug your talk one more time before you get out of here, so everyone can follow you.
It's Gabi _ Gibson.
Bet. Let's go.
Cool
We'll be
deal.
looking forward. Yeah, we'll be looking forward to talking to you in the future and everything.
Yes, man.
Awesome.
All
Thanks,
right,
guys.
All right,
Have a
take
good
care.
one.
Bye.
Because I want to know more.
I want to know more too. Anyways, what a fucking interview. She's a beauty.
Yeah.
Huh? Fucking
Yeah, she's a
championship,
beaut, dude.
But didn't even want to talk about it. So humble about it. It's not a big
Yeah, right.
Loved it. That was an awesome interview. Alaska's got some deadly ass roads. Know that.
Yeah, dude. Gabby Google was a good time. I'm glad she joined us, man.
She was real chill, like everything. She
Yeah.
didn't let you talk about fucking Ghost. Which, by the way, since that interview, how have the Ghosts been?
All right, so look, I just looked at the door. I just looked at the door already. I was starting to talk about it, and I was like, are they in here? Are they with me? Like, so that I can't. What did we do? That we did that one day last week. So this weekend was a little weird. Friday, I ended up staying down at my chick's house, but Saturday, because she was here Saturday, and the dog was here, and the dog, like, Zoe gets up a lot, like, just because it's new house, like, she's still learning all the sounds, and this house definitely has some sounds in it. And like, she's learning the sounds, and dude, like, she was up from like 3 o'clock and like every half an hour from like 3 o'clock on. And I was like, at one point I woke up and I looked at her and she was just staring like at the door, like just like full attention, like staring at the door. And I was like, Zoe, is there something? What are we doing? Is there something here? I was like, what is it? I was like, come here, lay down. And like, I pulled on her and then like she laid down. But I haven't had anything other than that, because that really bothered me, her just staring at the door. Because how dogs, like we've talked about this, like dogs know
She heard
things.
something.
Yeah, and she's like, and dude, like, not ears up, but I mean full, like, not like half like asleep. Like, she was like, what's going on over here? And I was like, bro. And I told, like, and no one believes me. It's just, I don't know, like, maybe, but I have slept fine with being here alone. Like, I've been like, all right, just go to bed. Like, there's nothing, like, stop checking. Like that, I was like, why am I checking?
The security camera in the bedroom thing throws it off for me. That's really sketchy. Like, did he not trust his wife? Did he think something was messing with him when he was sleeping? Is he watching you? Like, there's.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about this again because it's gonna get. Now I'm gonna be thinking about it.
Oh, sorry. All right. Sorry. We won't talk about it anymore.
No, guys, but awesome episode. Thanks for joining us, guys. Remember to support the boys at Men Behind the Mitts. Make sure you're checking out our YouTube videos. Everything's up there. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, all of it.
Yeah, check out the YouTube channel, you fucks.
Yeah, we got some good stuff coming up for you guys as well. We're working on content. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of time here.
Oh, the boys, if you're in the DMV area, May 14th to 16th.
Yeah.
Beer League Player Association is throwing on the Beer League Bash. The boys are putting a little team together, Silky Mitts crew. We're going to be there. If you're in the area, you want to come say hi, see the boys. We'll out there. We'll have the sauce kit. Maybe we might have,
right?
Yeah. We're going to have the sauce kit out there. Maybe we might have do a giveaway with an Arsenal twig or something. Maybe have some hoodies, some gear. We don't know yet, but we do know we'll be there. We'll be playing. Come say what's up to the boys. Get to meet us in person. Have a beer. It's going to be a good time. All right,
back
to you.
For sure. Yeah, that's exciting for sure. I can't wait for that tournament. We're really looking forward to it. We'll be posting all types of stuff from that, so we'll keep you updated on that as well. Make sure to check out our boys over at silkymitshc.com, guys. We got a new drop coming soon. Yep. When's the next drop coming out?
We don't have a date yet. We just got all of our spring samples in, so we're working on all the little details. I will say this: we've got a dope ass like green crew neck coming. We got a dope tie-dye cotton candy crew hoodie coming. We got golf polo. We got Under Armour style like athletic wear, athleisure pants. Yeah. So another jogger coming out. Bro. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff coming. It's gonna be dope.
That tie-dye sample, fire. Can't wait for that one, bro. All right, guys. As always, thanks for the support, man. Definitely reach out to us, guys. Any topics you want us to cover, anything like that, shoot us a DM, shoot us an email.
Check us out on Caps Pre-Games Live. Those things have been awesome, folks. If you're a fan of ours and you listen to our episodes and you're not jumping on our Instagram live sessions. You're really missing out because not only is it us, but our fans that do come in there get it going. The comment section is
chat
live.
section.
McFly, Ty, Denham's always in there chirping.
Yeah.
Blanks brothers.
Everyone, bro.
Yeah. Gabi, like who we brought on, she's always in there. It's a good time. So come check us out. The Caps are playing. We'll be there. Follow us on Instagram at Men Behind the Mitts. All right, bro.
Get all notifications. Thanks again, guys. And as always, be well.
The boys from Men Behind the Mitts just want to say thanks for listening. And as always, be sure to follow us on all your favorite social media outlets at Men Behind the Mitts. Brought to you by Silky Mitts Hockey Club. Support the boys at silkymittshc.com.